We're back in the building.
What it do?
So you go up, jump right in. You were saying something. You said that you can't believe it.
I am in shock.
Mm-hmm.
As a former Diddy supporter, when all these allegations came out, I was like, you know what? I saw the video. He really did hit that young lady. I was like, I'm through with Diddy. Usually when the feds got a case on you, it's ironclad.
Yeah.
You are going to jail. This trial has not quite gone like I thought it would go, or the feds, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's a really good chance that nigga Diddy might get off.
Yeah, it's saying the podcasts and bloggers are saying there's a possibility that this might be sold up by Thursday. Nigga, today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Yeah, so like in 48 hours we can find out if he's gonna be done in that. And the way it's looking, like, I mean, I don't know whether to give kudos or not, because again, like, you gotta it's not the fact if somebody did something, right? I gotta always remember it's the fact of how you can prove it in a court of law. And it's fucked up because video shows that, you know, he did be.
Well, he's not even on trial for that though.
That's what I'm saying. But like, even if he does get off,
he's on trial for like sex trafficking. And
even if he does get off, right? There's still gonna be that black cloud over him that's like, man, you still did all that shit. I don't know if I'll go fuck with you like that. But like, when you got that much ample resources, when we're talking about money, like, that shit ain't gonna matter. But like, if he does walk after this, that's gonna be some shit, boy. But at the same time, it's like, you know, what do you do? Because shit, I thought Young Thug was gonna be done for, and that nigga doing concerts. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's easy to say, like, you know.
They ain't paying us. I don't want nobody to see what
That's what I'm saying.
They gotta pay us.
It's easy to say that, oh, he should go to jail. Look what he did, but it's like, what is he on trial for? What is the evidence showing? What can they prove? And what do these jury members go know? You know what I'm saying? So it might be a solid rap that he might actually walk. Now, if he does walk, because they locked up R. Kelly, right? He in there.
Now he got fed, state,
now,
universe.
What's gonna happen with playing Diddy now that, you know, if he does get off?
I mean, I don't think people. What's messed up is
the thing with Diddy is he stole all the people's music anyway. So it's like, is it really bad?
No one stopped playing Diddy.
No. I say free Diddy publishing. That's what I was saying. The new thing is free Diddy's publishing. All them people that he owe publishing to, free they publishing.
Mark Curry, Black Rob, R.I.P.
All the producers.
Mace.
Total. If you go on Mary J. Blige's second album,
112.
He's a producer on every song.
Mary J. Blige.
And we know he didn't produce none of that music.
Hey man, he the conductor. He put it all together.
Free Diddy published.
He put it all together. Okay, so now
he might actually get off though.
I'm gonna say this because
that's for real.
A lot of people be mad at me sometimes when I be like, you know what, R. Kelly was talented as fuck. Like, two things can be true. R. Kelly was a despicable motherfucker. He was also talented. It was also easier than I thought it would be to stop listening to R. Kelly. I realized it's really only a handful of songs that I had to listen to. Now, family reunions and shit, they still be playing Step in the Name of Love and shit like that. Our older, niggas our age. R. Kelly got some motherfuckers in the chokehold, like, forever.
That shit, Name of Love is gonna be hard one. That's a hard one.
But nah, that's gonna change. Now that you got that one with the fans and shit, yeah. Where they be sounding like gunshots.
And y'all notice that R. Kelly got what happened recently? R. Kelly trying to get up out of jail. Y'all see that, right?
They said, hell no, nigga, sit your ass down.
No. He said, I'm sick. I OD'd on my pills.
Yeah.
No.
At first I was like, man, that's messed up what they did to him. Then I was like, R. Kelly's trying. This is a strategy.
He won't get that Boots on the Ground remix.
Hey, them.
That's exactly what I thought.
That Kells on the Ground remix.
Them fans be sounding like gunshots, dog. They be going bop, bop, bop.
So y'all think that Diddy's
I don't want to trade. We're gonna come back to
He might be getting off.
Well, when the defense was like, we ain't got no witnesses, I'm like, well, shit.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, you ain't got nobody, and they don't have witnesses not because nobody likes Diddy. They don't think the prosecution did a good job presenting the case. So,
and you can tell they trying to present Diddy a little bit better now because in the pictures like they were showing like the draw. Nah, pay attention to the details, bro. I forgot what they call them, but the pictures that he ain't had a color in his hair, the white hair, and the shit was looking crazy. And these recent drawings, that nigga got black hair, line, he's smiling.
Well, Diddy also,
you know what I'm saying?
Diddy also got his haircut.
I'm talking about like
they have to draw. How
but like that's what I'm saying. Like
his hair colored again.
Yeah, when they had that shit white, it was like he looked like an old, despicable, nasty old man. And now he looking super smooth and shit because he got that motherfucking lining up. You feel me?
Yeah, wait till you get that shit.
And then the video, and then not the video, but the audios of Cassie like going off. You know what I'm saying? Whoever she was going off, allegedly Diddy about. You know what I'm saying? Tapes getting out, but I'm like. That's too because of course if you found out that you had a tape out of you would feel some kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? But they're not presented like that.
I don't think he's gonna get off.
You think it's gonna be a mistrial,
or they're gonna get him on one of that Mann Act. The Mann Act of basically they got him on that sending women or sex workers over and paying for them because they got him on tape saying like how much he's gonna cost the Punisher, how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
he was like, it's gonna cost me $5. That's the only. I mean, they're gonna get him on the Mann
but
Act.
They ain't gonna get him on the big charge.
Now, if they could come out and prove that he was using, that's what I thought the prosecution was gonna do a better job of
using drugs and things.
And just flowing through Bad Boy like. Well, he was though using that. That's where he's using the company Amex for the Punisher. Damn. That's you can't do that. Anybody that has been out of town for their work trips, you can't use the corporate card.
I got a question.
For person you go to Walmart and get you
was Bad Boy corporately owned or was it a private company? Because if he's just the owner of Bad Boy,
you're not supposed to use.
I know you're not, but I'm just saying there's no stockholder. Like
no,
WWE, I used that. Vince McMahon was the chairman of WWE.
So he could do whatever he wanted with them shit.
And he was using WWE money to like pay off I think her name was like something Grant and other women. Mm-hmm. But like there's a board of directors. They were a publicly traded company.
But if you're doing something illegal with the Amex cards, that's where you
true
because you're using your company in a criminal act. Mm-hmm.
I'm like if Diddy is just the only nigga in charge of the money and he ain't got to. I
don't think that was the case though, because his Bad Boy was owned by Atlantic
Arista.
I thought they were the distributor of the music.
It's still
like
Bad Boy Arista.
Yeah, like Cash
distributor.
Like Cash Money was
distributed by Universal.
Yeah.
So it still he still has some.
But no, it's not. It's still privately owned. Sleepy's right about that. It's just the fact you're using your business to do illegal activities. Yeah. It'd be like if I use the SOLC Network card and I'm selling dope on it. It'd be like, we're going to hit you twice because you can't use the company money.
No, and I agree. I was just saying it's not like some cases are like an ironclad. You can't use.
Not at all.
Like, even for legal things, I can't just be like, I'm going to buy a new watch. If I owned a company that was public, I have to I got to let people know where this money is going.
Yeah.
I'm not using my portion of the money. I'm using the company's assets.
Now, the question is, if he does get a mistrial and he gets off, there's two things. Do the judge let him get out immediately, or is the Fed say we getting ready to run this back, keep his ass in?
I say they gonna keep him in because now you gotta get something.
Say we're just gonna run it back
because
especially if it's like 11-1 or like 10-2. Because they can poll and say poll everybody.
Well, like for example,
and if it's that close, we're just gonna run this back with.
Well, not even that, but like you gotta think about the resources that's used.
So I think it all depends on the verdicts. If it's a mistrial and it's like 6-5 or some shit,
that's different. And then we ain't running this back. Yeah. But if it's 10-2, or
it's like 12. It's 12 jewels. So my bad.
But if it's 10-2,
7-5.
Yeah. If it was 10-2 or 11-1, they running it back.
Yeah.
They gonna keep him in there.
The way things are going, and again, I think at this point,
because the charge for what he's still doing is it life?
No.
What?
Damn.
They get 5 to 25.
5 to 25.
Yeah, I mean he old, but he ain't that old. As long as he can stay healthy, he'll get up.
Okay, let's do a scenario here. We're going back to Sleep originally. Diddy gets not guilty.
If he's not guilty,
I'm saying what is the scenario? What happens? What is?
He's
come up with the storyline of
if
what happens.
Diddy is not guilty, he's going on a fucking press tour, and will to they. And again, this is the feds. The feds had to prove that I was guilty. They could not. I told you from the beginning I was innocent. He might rent out Madison Square Garden, dog. He might. rent
I mean,
that motherfucker
but
out.
that's what I'm saying. But it comes with a difference because again, you got social media involved now, right? Like, yeah, you did okay. You
But
found
we saw you.
you got found not guilty of trafficking.
But we saw what you did to
But
Cassie.
we saw what you did to Cassie, and I feel like today.
Are y'all not on
His
social media like that? There are plenty of people that still love Diddy.
I feel
That
like
are saying
his
that these
response-
women are lying. That
I
Diddy
feel like
didn't do
his
nothing
response-
wrong.
I feel like his response is going to be like, well, yeah, we were both, as you can see, in a tough in a toxic relationship, and she was beating on me too, and try to run around.
I saw the video.
Yeah, it's like I saw the video. We ain't seen no video of Cassie.
And now,
y'all threw the base of her head.
And I'm gonna be real. I would hope society would make him a pariah. Like this would be my hope. But I know niggas. It's niggas right now saying free Tory Lanez right now. There are niggas that want R. Kelly out there right now. I've seen a tape of R. Kelly with an underage girl. We know that this is true.
I don't think R. Kelly go. Yeah, Kelly. Ain't
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
But even with all the evidence and him still being in jail,
Birthday parties, you know that, right?
don't do that.
R. Kelly is.
Don't do
Really?
that.
How?
Over the phone.
Over
like
the
for
phone.
Oh,
something.
right.
But
Don't
he's
do
doing
that.
a whole, like, you can pay him to sing you happy birthday at your party.
Don't do that, man.
See, you gotta do what you gotta do. I
You gotta
mean,
do what you
shit.
gotta do.
Yeah,
You need money on them books.
But yeah, I don't.
So does he have a big part, or do you think he's low?
Remember when I told y'all Big Meech was gonna act a fool when he got
And I
out?
was like, man, I don't know.
Nah, Meech's been quiet. Mainly
When he first came,
When he first came out.
mainly
when he first
because
came out, he was kicking with Rick Ross.
but yeah,
and
but
all
mainly
this stuff.
because of
Messed up his
the.
son's money.
That's what I'm saying. Mainly because of the ties to the actual BMF show and 50 Cent and all that kind of shit. He kind of quieted down, but like I mean, there's supposed to be a concert for him and all that kind of shit.
got
So
canceled.
But those things got canceled.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but he tried to have a concert.
yeah.
Daryl was saying that nigga was just going.
I thought it was gonna be low like Southwest T is. Like Southwest.
If I'm Diddy, and I mean obviously he gonna do what he gonna do. Obviously you go on a press run, but you keep it real humble. Like this is the time where I just kept praying every night, and I'm not trying to play on that role, but I kept praying every night because I knew I was innocent, and or this where you drop the line.
He got it.
To anybody that ever got off, like this is where we got to look at prison reform, and I talked to guys in there.
He needs to do something for battered women. Like he needs to
Now,
open up a battered women shelter.
If I am Diddy's publicist,
I'm getting about one of battered
I'm
women shelter.
donating money to that.
I'm opening up the Diddy shelter.
I would not do
No, because
that.
your name can't be on it.
My name can't be attached.
No,
Right.
My name cannot be attached.
You need to give it to one of those actual organizations already doing it.
Yeah, my name cannot be the Diddy shelter. People gonna make
Like
fun
if
of
you
that.
got like no if
You
got,
cannot have the P Diddy shelter for battered women. Is not gonna
like
be.
if Diddy gets off, right?
The optics of that is crazy.
If he gets found not guilty of trafficking, right, the idea then would be to go and create this image that he's not what you saw on that video, right? Mm-hmm. Sleepy had a good idea for Chris Brown. This goes back to Chris Brown because again, we find out later that Rihanna not saying she deserved to get hit. I'm not saying that, but it was super toxic relationship. They fighting, beating on each other, etc. Right? You then go and hey, we got this album for the drop because I've been writing songs and working with people. All the proceeds or 75% of the proceeds.
I said you should have gave all the proceeds of that next
are
album
going to go to
battered women.
To battered women shelters.
And that would have been a great
You know
tax
what I'm saying?
write-off. The optics would have been great.
Yeah.
But
That nigga
instead,
said
he
that
became a
for Chris
blood.
Brown. Yeah.
Instead, Chris Brown became a blood.
He took the money. He took the money to pledge blood. He took that money to pledge
He
blood.
became a grad chapter blood. And listen, I fuck with Chris Brown heavy. I do believe people deserve second chances.
Does he deserve a second chance?
Did he?
You said that people deserve second chances?
If he's not gonna do freak offs and shit no more.
We can't go off that. It's just like
No, look, you have to. You have to actually like
change your ways. Like some change your ways.
And
but I mean, if it was given just a direct question, do you think like he deserves a second chance?
I believe everyone deserves a second chance, except for the people who molest children and like do shit to old people. Like it's certain people that defenseless people. I ain't with that.
It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that look at him sideways, though. I will say that because you can't deny the stories that were facts, like the freak offs and the, you know what I'm saying, and all the kind of other shit. You know what I'm saying, like that really happened. The beating up of Cassie, and even though it was a toxic relationship, nigga, like those details are valid. You know what I'm saying? You paid her a substantial amount of money that we don't know how much. But I
went society. So this is again, niggas And I'm not just saying niggas, because white people are the same way. Trump is the fucking president. Trump is the like, y'all have way too much faith in people. I don't have faith in people.
I agree.
Because people do the most. Trump is the president.
We going World War III.
But I ain't trying to transition to that. But Trump is the president. If Trump can be president, people gonna fuck with who they fuck with. There are plenty of people that still love Diddy. I be on X and these other, like, I see that whole line. I'm not calling anybody a hoe, but if Diddy would have kept paying them, they'd have kept doing it. If it was so bad, why'd they keep like? I hear all of this, so I know people are gonna find excuses for who they like. We make excuses for people that we love, celebrities as well. So I get, man. You see the comments. We talk about Bill Cosby back in the day, R. Kelly. Like, niggas was upset. Fuck y'all, by the way. Niggas was upset. Like,
all right, we might as well transition to Iran. Trump goes into Iran, bombs Iran. 3 bunker bombers.
did my nigga not? Okay, he's not my nigga. Did that nigga not get permission or talk to Congress? He really just did that shit. Dog,
Bernie
did
Sanders
that shit on Saturday
Monday,
at 2:00.
Yeah, and Bernie Sanders was like, "You cannot be doing this." Like, dude,
he did that shit.
Like all the congressmen, like, "Yo, like you cannot do this."
like
When Marjorie Taylor Greene says that she ain't feeling
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, he really didn't talk to nobody then."
Yeah.
he did
Like MAGA didn't.
He up here cursing on interviews and shit,
bro.
He like, they don't fucking
Then he
listen.
says it's a ceasefire, but Iran said it ain't no ceasefire.
No, they tricked his ass. They did agree. Like, it was supposed to be a ceasefire. And then Trump,
it's
Trump
like
being like, that's like you got 2 kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You got 2 kids. Stop fighting. All right. As soon as you walk up the stairs, bitch, fuck you, nigga, what's that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's exactly what happened. That's
I'm talking about after the bombings, he said it was a ceasefire.
No, so there were the bombings.
That
and then they
lasted 20 minutes.
So there was a bombing. Then they put a no-fly zone. Iran was like, we don't need no Americans in the region. They said, fuck, just over here, just Iran. Like,
and then they bombed some stuff in Qatar.
Qatar, Qatar, whatever.
As soon as them American planes crossed back over the Atlantic, it was like,
go.
They were in Missouri too. Those bombers came from Missouri.
Yeah, I saw them planes.
You saw them?
No, I saw pictures. No.
Like,
You saw pictures of leaving and shit.
I was like, are you the what was we talking about with the what was we said about oh boy, the hood where's Waldo?
The hood where's Waldo?
You talking about
who?
The one nigga we hate.
The Where's Waldo dude. We said you said he's the Where's Waldo the hood.
Fake.
Whack 100.
I was like, oh, you.
I got paperwork. I got paperwork that shows.
No. I thought you was gonna be like, I saw them play.
Yeah,
like you was white.
That's how he be. He got paperwork.
I looked at those. I'm like, nigga, how?
He said, I saw them.
No. Like I saw videos of like, you know.
Okay, like, no, that's the way you said it, like White 100 would.
Because the Scott Air Force Base is like right across the right.
Yeah, but they came from Kansas City or Johnston County. Over that way by Kansas City.
I was assuming it's Scott Air Force Base.
I thought so too, but now I looked it up. It came from West.
That's crazy though, man. But yeah, I mean, listen, this is what happens when you have a president who is ego driven and like wants to do everything in like a only child syndrome manner. I'm an only child, but like it's like he literally reminds me of my son when he has a tantrum. Just like, how are you cursing?
He the most ridiculous nigga I've ever seen.
Yeah, how are you cursing on interviews? How are you like not taking into account there are ways to do things? How are you not being able to be held accountable? So like, man, like
Trump is the most ridiculous.
This is like the beginning of like World War III for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, even and I saw that, you know, the U.S. has the most powerful military in the world, which is great. It don't take nothing but just one motherfucking bomb on a sunny day to just drop.
I'm more concerned about, because I don't think just that.
That's why I'm
how
saying,
far
I'm
Iran
in the Midwest.
How far Iran
I'm gonna stay in the Midwest. This is not the time to live in New York City.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing's gonna ever
not
happen.
a coastal city.
Dosia, I'm gonna be real.
Coastal city.
Nobody's ever gonna attack us on our soil.
Like
they may be like some. Like
it's just too far.
And we're geographically located. That's why we're able to like our country.
Nah, but you gotta put the implants in there. You gotta like, you know what I'm saying, have like a kid that's like that started like
Oh,
like
no.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Playing
what
them
you
throughout
have to
the
worry
Yes,
about.
but I'm talking about like them straight up sending some planes over here.
Like,
Like,
you talking about like a supercell or something that's in this country that's been growing up per year, and you just activate them and he go bomb something.
Yes, that's different.
what you have to worry about.
Yeah.
But
Like,
but everybody has to worry about that.
Yeah.
That's an everybody issue.
But nobody's that's part of the reason that we became a powerful country as well. Is we
So
don't have
far.
no borders with no real rivals, so we never have to worry about nobody fucking us up. Every other country that's powerful has somebody right next to them that be like, "Hey man, you might get bombed on, so you got to be ready at all times."
No, like Canada cool, Mexico cool. Like we
ain't got nobody, and you got to travel over the ocean to get to
over the ocean too. Yeah.
We already. And where you gonna land at? Where you gonna land? You gonna go to Texas? You gonna go to Texas?
You gotta get that gas in the planes.
You got to refuel. You got
Niggas go, hey,
unless
niggas gonna be on that kamikaze shit.
Unless you going to Cuba, like
what was that? Because Pearl Harbor was with
South Pacific.
Yeah.
That's Hawaii. But them cats, a lot of them cats,
That's
they had no
kamikaze.
fuel to get back to
But that's what I'm saying. There was kamikaze planes.
Basically.
Yeah.
Now, the mainland of America, like, unless they do some 9/11 shit, which I still don't know how I feel about even that being real.
I agree.
What you mean? That really real?
Just the
story that they told us.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I'm not getting into that.
Sleepy, what?
Nah, make sure you might pull up sleep
because now I'd be a conspiracy theory nigga.
Planes hit the building. You don't think planes hit the building?
They did, but the way the buildings fell, I don't know if a plane can do that.
Yeah, continue sleep.
You gotta put. So no, don't put the image up. Fuck. No, I can't.
No,
you can't do that.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not doing that.
You don't do that. That's that.
Go ahead. What do you
Sure. I mean,
now
I'm in my head trying. What is shit? Okay, go ahead.
9/11 has definitely happened. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm not saying that it was a
now,
green
granted,
screen.
it was behind it as far as like
yes. I'm saying like
on that end.
I'm,
I mean, nigga,
yeah, okay.
this video showing that motherfucker hit the building.
No, let me clarify.
Pow, nigga.
I don't know if steel beams and things. I don't know if I'm not gonna be scientific, nigga, and I'm not a conspiracy nigga either. I know it happened.
This is where you put the meme up of like the math meme. And people like thinking like
it's all the math,
certain shit melt at certain temperatures, and
that was a fucking plane engine fuel, nigga.
Again,
you don't think engine fuel can melt shit?
Not saying that, Dosia. I'm talking. You know what? Never mind.
Go ahead.
9/11 happened.
Go past
I know it happened. We're gonna leave it alone.
Point.
It would have to be some other shit, like a 9/11 type situation where they hijack some planes or a nigga got a suicide bomb on or some shit, like domestic terrorism.
Like OKC bombing.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City bombing. Yeah. Yeah.
So it would have to be some shit like that, but like a bunch of Iranian troops like parachuting in, like D-Day not finna happen. It's not gonna be D-Day America.
Never with no country.
Like that's
no country can do that.
Like I just don't see it. I don't see them sneaking through Canada nor Mexico.
We also have too many actual residents that have weapons as well. That's another problem.
That would be some shit, though.
That's one of your major problems. That's like we gonna come in Texas, the state where it's like 7 guns for every nigga in the state.
Somebody try to
you gonna come in Florida?
Try to invade.
They would have to come
and deal with Florida, man.
They would have to come through like California.
Hey, the meme.
California. So where you gonna come in? You gonna come in down? Where you gonna come in at? California's got guns too.
They do. That was some shit.
You gonna come in?
But they be shooting like this in California.
Yeah. I see the meme.
But it's enough guns though.
No,
I'm just saying.
It was a meme
because our population we're so gun happy.
It was
gun happy that our regular residents have guns.
It was a meme.
So you can't just think like, oh, I'm gonna drop.
No. It was a meme where motherfuckers was coming through Mexico into Texas or some shit like that, right? Or not? No, I'm sorry. They were basically showing like Iranians trying to invade Texas, shit like that, right?
And a movie?
No, on a meme.
It's like a
Instagram.
A simulation.
Would invade?
No, but like it's Instagram, man. Ain't real. But anywho, motherfuckers had guns. It was like oh shit, wrong state, wrong. We gonna try another state. My bad.
You got to come through like Massachusetts or some shit. Like it's
then you got all the naval bases is up there.
Hey, motherfuckers in Texas gonna be like, we've been waiting on this. Oh shit!
And Fort Hood is the biggest.
No, you're not coming through Texas. You're not.
Choose like Charlotte.
You can maybe do that.
Yeah,
you can maybe
do that. Charlotte, right?
Maybe do that.
Maybe Washington, right? Maybe Washington. You know, like.
But the problem is you're going. But no, you're missing it. You got to go past Hawaii, so somebody's already saw you going past Hawaii.
What about Mississippi? Is that on
Mississippi?
You think they got
that's to the
guns
left.
either?
No, but also
Georgia?
to get to Mississippi,
you gotta go past Florida, man.
Yeah,
that's a long fucking way to get to Mississippi.
So ain't nobody reported you going past Florida.
Now,
so the only part is
we did have like hot air balloons and all kinds of splash shit just flying around.
And them motherfuckers shot them shits down fast.
And America was just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's going to impact like gas prices.
They talking about $8, $10 gas.
Yeah, like that's my concern.
Yeah,
my concern is not war. That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. It's not war per se. It's like the other shit. Like, what if China get involved? And again, a trade embargo or some shit,
or some proxy war shit. Like, nigga, we gonna drop off tanks for you. You come through this one country and get you some weapons. Because
if World War III was to kick off, niggas gonna choose sides.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
That's the whole point. So like, Iran's gonna get Russia, they'll get China. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a bunch of. I mean, not a bunch, but a few.
And
other
countries. Listen, when you put all them different.
But the problem is, in that scenario, I don't know if Russia and China really want to ride with Iran that much to be able to like. So if we jump in with them, it's on. So now you have to be ready for really when it's on.
Yeah.
And you want to do that for Iran, or you want to do it for your? It's like you having
when it's on. You got to be ready.
It's like you fighting for your boy's girlfriend. Like you out and like your boy girlfriend getting something. Like you'll help out, but like, are you really gonna go to the trunk? For your boy, girl, I'm just saying.
I know you're not wrong.
Like, do you want to pop the trunk for this situation?
I guess I'm doing a worst case scenario.
Gotcha. Okay.
In a worst case, because I mean, we barely got involved in World War II.
Yeah, we came in for the last 2 years, 3 years.
We was cool with the shit going on at first,
and we was supplying both sides.
We was cool with the shit going on at first until Pearl Harbor.
Yep, Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor made us like,
and some U-boats was knocking down some regular little ships going in the Atlantic too. Yeah.
But like we was letting shit happen, and then no one thought America would get involved. I to this day don't know why Japan did. To this day, I have no idea why Japan did that.
It was a dummy mission.
Yes.
Like, you know what?
They crashed out. Okay. That was a crash out.
Literally, like kamikaze. No, it was. That's what it was. They flew those planes knowing that they.
But why would you even get America involved? Like
this is what they say. They say that they wanted to get America out of before they would want to jump into it. Like, if we take out Pearl Harbor, it would take them so long to be able to get everything back up and going.
But on paper that makes sense.
Exactly.
But America was so fucking racist. We didn't care what was going on with Germany for real. Like, they don't understand. America was racist as fuck.
This is the 40s, y'all.
This is the 40s, goddammit. Like, so until that Pearl Harbor shit, they had been voting shit down left and right. There were plenty of people in America that were pro-Nazi.
And even when they bombed, Pearl Harbor, like I remember in the movie, I'm going off the movie, obviously, but the general was quoted as saying like, "So what happens after this?" He was like, "We just woke up a sleeping giant. Like we're about to do Pearl Harbor, and it's about to be over with." They may have said
that they fucked up because y'all know it was the holidays. Niggas weren't even there. That was the thing that fucked them. Like I guess you could look at it two ways. They were like, "Oh, we take out all their shit by the time they come back." But the problem was all those troops.
There still were a lot of troops armed.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
But they didn't. The bombs didn't work. They didn't do it as good as it set us back. But it was like they didn't understand that the industrial complex of the U.S. was shit, nigga. You know, we get mad about some shit. Niggas was going to work 20 hours to make shit.
Now I will say this:
everything to come out.
Hate will motivate some Americans.
Boom.
If anything motivates America,
what if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the Game never leaves G-Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Ifs.
That won't even be in there when the people come and listen.
And we were putting Japanese Americans in internment camps and all kind of shit.
Yep.
We was like
suspicion.
We were like, ain't gonna be no sleeper cells. Yeah. We gonna be proactive. Now, I'm not saying that's right because it's not. It is not. And fuck what ICE is doing too. because there's no due process. We don't even know if these niggas guilty or illegal. We just rounding niggas up. I don't walk around with my Social Security card on me. If somebody was to take my wallet and get my Social Security card, they got my life. They can do whatever. That shit's in a safe. It's put the fuck up. So we can't just assume because a nigga is, is it Latin? Because they're even Mexican. Because someone's not from America or they look different, that they're not American. Yeah. There are plenty of people who don't look like Americans who are born and raised right here in the US of A.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
So anyway, fuck Trump. Fuck MAGA. Y'all wanted this. Trump has been talking shit for years, saying that Obama was going to start a war with Iran to get reelected. Biden's going to start a war. Kamala's going to start a war. I am not a wartime president. All I want is peace. I'm the greatest negotiator ever. It will always be peace. As soon as some shit pop off, no negotiation. We going to bomb some shit without getting permission. Fuck him. But this is what you wanted. Anybody, black, white, whatever, that voted for Trump, this is what you wanted.
Latinos that voted for Trump. They got deported. Yeah.
They ain't here.
That shit crazy. How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? Damn.
The Wi-Fi not popping down there.
I just feel bad.
That shit crazy.
But part of me is like, other than gas prices, part of me like, and I also feel America is just a fucking war ain't good, man. Like, we have to get involved in that. And I get Israel. Nope, I'm not trying to get a shadow ban. We have an alliance with Israel, and I understand, and I'll leave it at that. But we shouldn't have did that.
Yeah. Yeah. This will come back.
Ooh, I have to be watching what I say, because then I be turning into fucking. I be getting too militant sometimes.
All right, so I mean, the Clips' new album's getting ready to drop.
On when? The 11th, right?
Yeah,
July 11th.
I'm excited. I heard Kendrick's verse yesterday.
Yeah, fire verse.
Chef's kiss.
Supposedly they got Hove and Nas on it now. That's why they've been holding it even back in the war.
Ooh, wee.
Like because supposedly they was hold up because of the Kendrick verse.
Right.
And now the rumor is Nas and Hove then jumped on it too, on the album too.
On the same track?
I don't know I don't know if it's different tracks. I don't know. You know.
The songs I've heard, and I've
but
heard
they said what is the song, the single they dropped?
So Be It.
So Be It.
I like So Be It.
Where he's talking about a young Travis Scott.
And yeah, I also heard the song where they talk about Kanye too.
Yeah,
the same song.
Same song.
It's
Yeah.
the same song. Mm-hmm. So Dosia as our OVO.
Why
Travis Scott is even signed to OVO.
I mean, he's OVO adjacent.
This is true.
I don't know.
He let two songs. He let Drake get on 2 songs dissing people.
In regards to the Clips,
you are an affiliate.
In regards to the Clips, I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I will say it's funny to see Malice or no Malice, just kind of like sitting off to the side while Push is kind of like in the forefront when they live, not in the videos and shit.
No, but it's just funny when he was laughing.
You'll see no Malice like,
I don't like rappers that don't rap. What did he say? Something like that.
Yeah, he like I don't like rappers who get into rap politics or something like that.
No, he said that don't rap.
Sorry, yeah, okay.
Don't rap.
But like he got a point with.
And then that's when No Malice is like.
Yeah, and then and even when they did the I guess what was the show in Paris where they were debuting music. Like No Malice was kind of like off to the side, just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, while Pusha T was in front, like, you know what I'm saying, that, whatever.
Big brother is low key.
But most groups have a front man, like, and even in a duo.
Pusha T's always been that though. For that.
Pusha T's always been that.
I think that the album's gonna be dope. I mean, I've always been a Clips fan. I mean, obviously, I think it's gonna be something to see.
Excited.
I think it's gonna be something to see that, like, Push putting these verses out and kind of calling out whoever he wants to call out. I think that obviously with the Kendrick verse or whatever, I didn't hear it, so I don't know what
it's nice. It's a nice verse.
But
I will say this.
I'm hoping
even Kendrick haters like the verse. Like even Acquitted was like this one. He's spitting. I was like, okay, so they just me.
So what do you think about the Travis Scott? What do y'all think about the Travis Scott?
I think it's valid. Like you got one side of it where you play the verse or play the I want to hear it when you on stage with Future and Metro,
and they weren't even gonna play it. They was just like,
and then on the other side you play or allegedly you play Utopia and you don't play the verse where Drake is dissing Pharrell and Who else?
It's called Meltdown.
No, but he did Pharrell. Somebody else though.
And Pusha.
Was it Pusha he dissed it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay. Well,
I got your boss's chain.
I
I don't know
your boss's chain.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dissing Pusha.
So you don't play the verse for that. So it kind of like puts you in the spot. Well, what you doing? You playing the fence. And when it comes to like this, rap shit that I've seen in the last year, it's like you really do got to choose a side.
No. I think it's a little bit. It's deeper.
No, but if I'm Travis Scott,
if this one individual has got on 2 of your tracks dissing us,
yeah, but
how am I supposed to feel?
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about even back in the 90s if that happened.
But I'm talking about Travis Scott. But I'm talking about with Travis Scott.
This one,
on Travis Scott, you got to choose a side. And even in today's society where everything is publicized on social media,
I don't think you have to choose a side. You just can't let nobody diss you on your dissing.
So this is my issue with the Travis Scott situation. Don't fly to a foreign country in Europe to preview your album for me. I didn't ask you to come.
Because they said they didn't want you there.
You wanted to come and let Pharrell hear this album. You don't play the Drake verse, or even if you don't have this verse. Knowing that you flew out there and let me hear the song, if Drake submitted the verse 2 days later, you don't, without at least calling me, say,
but, hey man, I think Drake might be dissing
Drake
this verse.
sent me this verse after the fact, and he jumped on it, and I think he dissing you. You don't blindside me after you played your whole album for me. Either you didn't play the verse because you knew it was on there, or you found out before you released it and you didn't tell me.
Either
way, if you are... Because you can be friends with both.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that. If you cool with Drake and you cool with Pharrell, that is fine. Travis, this is not a gang. Yeah. That's fine.
What I said, but you can't not let me know.
But you have to at least let me know before you release it.
Is it a thing if it's multiple tracks that one man is dissing a whole nother set of people on, and I allow it on multiple tracks?
Now
that is
Drake is a stimulus package, and he's a boost.
Yes.
Because again, Drake fans are gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Drake fans are gonna listen to it no matter what, because Drake involved, even if they don't like Travis Scott. So you're not gonna turn down a Drake verse if you Travis Scott, because you're not picking a side. So I ain't even mad at that. Let me know if you my friend too, that this nigga dissing me. Remember the Stomp verse?
Yeah, on
where T.I. Young Buck, like that was fucked up. I'll use that as an example. T.I. records his verse first. Ludacris gets to hear T.I. verse, and then he makes a verse dissing T.I. on the same song.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it went down.
No, that's exactly how it went down.
But
that's extreme.
No, but in that sense, and it kind of plays in. To this day, Young Buck said he didn't know that. That was more of a 50 thing. Like, nah, let that shit go out. Like, Young Buck was like, I didn't know. Because remember, Young Buck was signed to
G Unit at the time.
G Unit, but before then, he was fucking with
UTP.
Yeah, and like they're all connected, right? But he didn't know that. So I guess in a sense,
how he didn't listen to the verse? Okay,
he knew the first part was on there, right? But he didn't know that came back and put on until after the fact. It was already put out.
He knew T.I. was dissing Ludacris though already. He knew
that, and this is where it gets messed up because it's like, well, you could have said, "Yo, Tip," and whoever's the later version,
Ludacris.
Ludacris'
verse is responding to T.I.
Yeah, so like
on the same song.
You could have said something in, and how this correlates to Travis Scott. One, I don't think Travis Scott is. I don't see how he responds to something like this and it makes it like a rap.
He say he got the Jack Boys and he ready.
Who?
You know, Travis Scott. Yeah, Travis Scott has.
I didn't know that.
They're called like Jack Boys or something like that.
Who's on Jack Boys? Who's on there? Is it like a group or something?
What is Jack Boys?
You've never heard? They had a song a couple years ago. Hold on,
I guess
him and Drake.
No, it ain't him.
Jack Boys is a crew.
I guess it's a crew. But what I'm saying is, like, even if you got a crew, right?
They had a compilation album.
I guess my thing is, before it gets too like drawn out, like I don't see Travis Scott as a bar for bar rapper, right? He's a rock
more
star,
of a rock guy,
rock rap, if you want to call it something, right? And then when you have somebody who's a
They had a song called Out West a few years ago.
So that's his crew, Jack
Yeah.
Boys? Okay.
So he
Now-
put out on Instagram, like, you know, if you Jack Boys is ready or some shit, like he gonna, again, it might not be him responding, but he does have a crew.
Okay.
but I mean,
Check it out West. It was a big ass song. It was
no,
like,
but like the thing is, that's the thing is when it goes
yeah, they called Jack Boys. They had a whole compilation album.
the thing is when it
You know, I'm a
goes.
semi-young nigga, not Jim Jones, but
More on Jim
I
Jones.
got,
I keep my ear to the street.
I got my own thing on Jim Jones, but
Yeah, but keep going.
as far as it goes with when you talk about crews versus crews, that's one thing. But like if Pusha T said it, I want to see like. You know what I'm saying? I
wanna
want
see Travis Scott go back
You want him to address it
like
personally.
yeah, like I don't want it like for example when the shit happened with when J. Cole first got in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baz was like, nigga, if you going at Kendrick, I'm finna go with Ray Vine. And it's like, you know, it gets crews involved, right? And it's like, no, we're not doing that.
I mean, we saw that
what I'm
with
saying.
we saw that with Rockefeller.
Right. You had Memphis Bleak going at this person, and then you had
Cameron going in.
you had Beanie going
You
at
had
fucking
Nas.
Jadakiss.
But you don't
know what I'm saying?
understand. I want to talk about that real quick. Jay wasn't even involved at first.
Yeah, I didn't like how Jay did that when it back. in
No.
the day.
Memphis, he put
Memphis
Bleak
Bleak.
on Nas first.
No, Memphis Bleak.
I got my mind right. Is about
Memphis
Nas.
Bleak
Yeah.
thought that Nas dissed him though, because he said something about the cap. How Memphis Bleak used the words cap. Memphis Bleak talked about
I
that.
don't even think he was dissing him.
No, Memphis Bleak talked about this on Drink Champs.
Oh, he did. He said
Yeah,
he was dissing him.
he thought Nas was dissing
But he
him.
wasn't, though.
So then he dissed Nas
with the
Yeah.
got my mind right. So
Yes.
hold on. So Memphis Bleak technically started like officially start like it was always like
Jay,
a cold
Jay
war
and Nas
between them.
had beef,
A cold war.
but it wasn't anything.
Yeah, it was a cold war.
And people was like, Memphis Bleak shouldn't be beefing with Nas. The head of the table should be. So Jay had to jump in.
But Jay-Z was always like back in those like DJ Clue, like DJ Envy mixtape days. You'd always hear like Rockefeller saying verses, but you never hear Jay-Z do like a diss. You never heard.
No, he dissed Nas on a couple of songs on the low.
Well, no. Okay, I
Well,
guess from my point of view,
I think
from
they
my point
both
of view,
were.
you never
What's
made
the,
it.
what's the club song? The one with Beanie on it.
Put your hands up.
Yes.
12
He's dissing Nas
a.m.
on
when
there.
is he? Mm-hmm. Damn, I go back and
So,
listen to that. I didn't know that.
I think they both were subbing, and it
Oh,
wasn't.
it was subbing.
They
But
both.
that was a little bit more of deliberate subbing. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
Until Takeover came out and then Ether and
no,
said,
no. It was more deliberate. You got to remember, then Nas got mad because all them cats in the whole Rockefeller was just dissing him at one point. Before he dropped Ether, he did the H to the Izzo, the H to the Homo.
Yeah. Niggas forget about
H
that.
to the Izzo, M to the Izzo, plus Izzo, you phony.
The Rakim beat.
Yeah. That was.
But that was the one where he was
on
just
low.
frustrated because you
Yeah.
had Cameron, them talking about.
Well, you gotta remember.
That's when Jim Jones was the Koofy smacker.
Everybody on the whole Rockefeller.
So the thing was and what I think was that they were playing on the fact where Nas was like, you know, lately I've been having like writer's block because my mom is.
Yeah, his mom had
going
just
through
died.
what
They just
going
took
through.
it. They just
But
kind of
nigga was like,
on.
I don't want to hear that shit. And they was going at him.
But
Now,
that's before Jay even dropped Takeover.
Yeah.
All these random dudes just piled
it was
on
a build
Nas.
up. Now, as far as it goes back to Travis Scott, again, I like to see head go to head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see the
And that's
go at it.
really when Jay went Takeover, because
way after everybody else.
niggas was like, why your soldiers going at Nas and not you?
That's what I'm saying.
So
because Jay-Z was never a mixtape, like I'm gonna jump on the mixtape and do a, you know what I'm saying, thing. That was more of the Beanie
Except for Clue
Siegels,
stuff. He
the
would jump
camera.
on Clue
He
stuff.
jumped
But
on.
Clue was signed to him.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Clue was
but
a signed
I want to
artist.
see, but like from Bun B was on Shannon Sharp show, and he was just like, yo, hey, he from Houston, so you either got to step in all the way, or you got to just fade it out and be like, I ain't gonna pay attention to it.
This may not be the best move for him to do.
What you mean?
He got to diss him. He got to wait like 2 or 3 months to diss him.
No, you don't.
Come on,
The
Travis
only reason-
Scott?
The only reason I'm going to tell you why. Listen to what I'm. He's finna drop it. This man's finna drop an album. Don't let him go diss you and then add it as a bonus track on the goddamn album afterwards.
That's. I mean, if you want to play it that way,
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I mean, if you go do it that way,
ego
but,
is a motherfucker.
but there's never, but also,
I think you don't diss him at all.
also, Travis Scott can't win this. Also,
He said you can't.
he can't win this. Like
This
I
is
don't-
really about ego then, really. Just to say
he
I
can't out rap Pusha T.
yeah, I don't.
Like,
I but and the reason I'm saying like, you know, Travis Scott, I don't see him as a rapper. I see him as a rock rapper. Like like themes.
Like have y'all
like
seen that documentary on Netflix about the tragedy?
No.
Oh, where the
kids died out there.
Kids died in that
I
thing,
didn't know
yeah.
he was that popular like this.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't either.
I mean, I knew he was popular.
You didn't know?
No, I knew he was popular, but I'm talking about these kids. Driving from out of town. They were working for like hours. These are like young. I didn't know kids.
Travis Scott. I didn't know Travis Scott was so big until I saw the aerial shot of that concert
of Astroworld.
Astroworld.
Was it? Is it the one that not the one? It was. Like,
I don't know where it was.
That was the third or fourth year.
But there was literally he put the stadium in the middle of the wherever, and there was people like it was crazy.
Literally, he basically sleepy. Basically, he
I know how famous.
No. I'm talking about because I saw the doc and they showed how big.
Yeah, I didn't know he's that popular.
Somebody took over Six Flags and said it's just one person performing.
Yeah, and
that's how Astroworld used to be Six Flags.
Yeah.
So
and
think about that.
Think
Think about
crazy.
Somebody said,
Bro.
"I'm gonna run Six Flags."
But you talk
the whole Six Flags,
and then every song.
I know how popular Travis Scott is.
Every song that I've seen Travis Scott do, right? It hasn't been like
it's a lyrical
bar
banger.
spit. Like it's and when you hear Push, like Push is, you know what I'm saying? Like lyrically, he's like that. You see what I'm saying? So like, I would say that I'd be more inclined to want to see him go at Jim Jones. Like then I would say
Jim Jones.
Well, no, I'm just putting.
He said he has a song addressing Jim too.
I don't know.
Oh,
like
he
says he has a song addressing Jim too.
The shit that built that drama up, which got me excited, right, was when clips were first in Paris. There was some words that were playing when they were walking out that kind of spoke to Jim.
The song that was leaked.
So what Jim did, and I think it's the same song if I'm not mistaken. This could be the same song we talking about. That's gonna be the one that's gonna make this album. Jim Jones heard that, right, and then he did the Summertime Freestyle where he took the actual beat and then put it on YouTube. Pharrell didn't let it release because he was like, "That's my beat, you can't do that."
Yeah,
and Jim Jones like, "It's cool, I'm gonna just put it on YouTube then." And I mean, listen, a lot of motherfuckers is not Jim Jones fans. Well, no, they just. I mean, because
I am a Jim Jones fan.
I'm not speaking. I'm
gonna just say it. I love Jim Jones.
I'm speaking in general.
Yeah,
I'm a Jim Jones fan because he raps like he don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like he like if the disrespect is real, he gonna take it there. He did it with Jim Jones. I'm sorry. He did it with Cameron. He did it with Jewels. Right? Mm-hmm. He's not afraid to be like, nah, you disrespecting me. I'm gonna say something. With the Pusha T shit, he did that like a year and a half ago. Right? So again, you got to get shit cleared. You got to get shit done. It's like what I've realized, I'll quote not quote it, but I'll go off the Drake and Kendrick beef. Like there is no timetable on when somebody can answer back. Like we got spoiled, I feel like, with that whole back and forth.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
But like the same thing goes with like, it doesn't go with every beef like that because you think about it. When Takeover dropped, right? That was sometime.
That was September 11th. September 11th.
It was Summer Jam.
You got to remember September 11th is the same day the album
didn't come out to damn near what?
Christmas.
You're right. So there's not really a timetable on when things happen. How I think this will play out, me personally, I think it's probably gonna be more of a back and forth between Jim Jones and Pusha. Then I'll be surprised if I hear some shit where I'm like, okay, this nigga from Houston really do be going like that.
Now I'm gonna also say this. As a person who likes Jim Jones, he can't out rap Pusha. So he gonna have to do some other shit. Jim Jones gonna have to have some great beats or some other shit.
Jim Jones ain't got no.
He ain't got nothing type
of. He ain't got no hits. One hit.
Okay.
He got one hit.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this.
Paul, he ain't right.
I'm not finna. He ain't right. I'm not finna.
He did. Max B.
Max B.
wrote
Max B. did.
Listen.
Max B. wrote ballin'.
I'm gonna say like this.
Because
let's
transition
before it goes to another side.
Jim Jones is more influential than Nas, as he says.
I see where he was going with. Why
you don't? I know I don't.
How? I said I see. I see where.
Because I'm waiting to see what you say.
I see what Nas. I see what Jim Jones was trying to say when he said that. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up. I was in high school when I first heard Nas. When I got to his level, like I didn't vibe with what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So. Obviously, you take a shot to try to go at the crown to get your name up, and that's what he said, right? Is it a silly move? It depends on how you see it. But lyrically though, like I think he could match up to Pusha. That's just my opinion.
You think Jim Jones?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because one he already.
Lyrically.
one, he already did. He took the beat from Pharrell.
But the lyrics, not the gesture that he did.
No.
Lyrically is what you said.
Did you listen to what he said in the song?
It wasn't that lyrical to me.
So you heard?
Yeah.
Something, okay. So he kept it light when he said, "I'm gonna warm you up," since that what you said was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna get you going, right? So if that's the case, and Pusha's like that. And Pusha's always saying it's nothing for me to whatever. Like, I'm just gonna say maybe it was because you had to wait for songs to clear. You was doing stuff with your brother, whatever. But it's like Push, like you didn't wait this long to answer back to Drake. Like you did Story of Addie dying as soon as you after
maybe
Infrared
you don't
dropped.
even think Jim Jones is even worth it.
So then my question to that is, are we choosing who we answer back to?
Yes.
Okay, I will say that.
So why is that?
Okay. Drake right now, he's not going to respond.
Okay, let me.
So for
can I
example,
jump in?
So for the verse for the Kendrick verse on the clip shit, right?
Yeah.
What you call it? People were saying like, "Yo, is he gonna answer back to Joey Badass?" And then some people were saying like, he doesn't need to because he's bigger than that. So I'm like, when do we get to a point?
Though. He may come out with.
I'm not saying
okay.
No, but I'm like, when do we get?
We
to a
don't.
point
Okay.
where, like you get to see like people go at each other if they go call you out.
So one,
because Joey Badass definitely said his name and Rayvon's name.
Okay, can I jump in?
And Rayvon jumped in, so that's what.
Okay,
maybe that's where it ends. Then.
So one, Pusha was signed to a different label, and they wouldn't clear the Kendrick verse, which
it was Def Jam.
Yes, which implies that this is an old verse.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is not even a new verse. They had this verse. Mm-hmm. The other record label didn't want Kendrick on there for whatever reason and wouldn't clear the verse. So they left that record label and got with a new one. So clearly the verse was already written.
I think they on Rock Nation.
Well, who are you talking about? What verse are you talking
about? The Kendrick verse.
They didn't want to clear. Def Jam didn't want to clear.
Def Jam didn't want to clear the verse.
Going on with Drake and.
But I'm talking. Well, I guess my question is, like,
the verse was most likely written before Joey Badass saying anything.
So I guess my question
it's an old verse.
Does he respond? You saying?
Yeah, like because it doesn't take like.
Can
I
finish
the Black Air Forces song? Right. Let me just say this: the Black Air Forces song, right? That was just a release on SoundCloud. He just released it. So do that. Like if you this lyrical miracle genius, like you know what I'm saying. Like answer back. Okay. If my expectation is too high, then so be it. I ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? Say nothing.
I want to address the first part again with the Joey with the Kendrick verse. Yep. It's not going to have anything about Joey Badass because Joey Badass hadn't said nothing yet. Joey Badass picked a really great time to diss Kendrick.
Yep.
He's on a fucking tour.
Wait, whoa. That wasn't the same energy we gave Drake though. Because Drake was on tour when Like That dropped. Drake was on tour when Like That dropped.
And it took him a while to respond.
And it took Drake a while to respond.
He didn't respond to
I'm just saying. The vibe feels like it feels like the goalposts are getting pushed back a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
So
that's all I'm saying.
If Like That dropped while Drake was on tour,
he was on tour,
and then Drake waited a while till he got off tour to respond, then I'm not moving the goalposts because the goalposts are established. You would be moving the goalposts because Kendrick's still on tour.
So then if he's the king of the West and he's
on
genius,
tour.
So if he's able to drop different verses and
so it's cool for Drake to wait till he get off tour, but not cool for Kendrick.
Well, no, but I'm saying
I'm asking you this: it's either yes or no.
So okay, so that means we go wait a whole nother like 3-4 months before he gets off for him to respond.
We gave Drake that much time to respond.
Okay. All right.
Did Drake respond while he was on tour?
No, he said he was gonna respond. So if that's what we're going off of, then yeah.
So I mean, I can only use because we have an example already of this happening. Kendrick made a verse. Right. Drake was on tour.
That dropped March 20th of 2024. Mm-hmm. He didn't drop push-ups till middle of April, like 3 weeks later.
Okay.
So 3 weeks.
3 weeks after.
We'll say 21 days is the gift.
Well, also,
okay, cool.
Drake's tour was almost done. Kendrick was in the middle of a tour still. So Joey Badass picked a great time to do that because it's not like you got studio time. You perform your tour, you got to travel to the next stop.
Say that cats do be having studios on their buses, on their tour buses, don't they?
I wasn't gonna say that, but
okay.
I'm not saying that. It's cool.
Now the next part I will say is, even Jay-Z said you only get a half a bar to the other niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Every nigga don't deserve, based upon status, a response. Because you'll be responding to anybody. Love Joey Badass. I think he's he's more of an actor to me at this point. I know him more for power than as a rapper at this point. He did a great job too. I watch it all the time. He's on the Raising Kanan. Done a great job. Doing a great job. He's on the next season. I'm sure he'll do another great job. He's the villain right now. If Kendrick chooses to respond, it won't be when we expect it. It'll be a surprise ass response. And if he chooses to, I'm not saying he will, he gonna have nothing going on so that he can. So if Joey Badass responds again, I'm ready. He can do the Drake Kendrick, where he can have 4 songs ready. If he does, don't know if he will, don't know if he won't, but like,
and I think that him and Joey is more just competitiveness.
Yeah, there's no real beef involved.
Kendrick doesn't like Drake. That's two different.
He don't care about Joey Badass.
I think it's vice versa. Pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty sure. I'm serious.
Joey Badass.
You're not gonna see Poetic Justice live. That's never gonna happen. Yeah. Never gonna happen.
Joey Badass this is a chance for him to make a name, and I ain't mad at that.
He was rhyming his ass off.
If Drake is the guy,
them bars was hidden.
But Ab-Soul was rhyming on that one freestyle they did with Big Sean.
Where he took up for him. He was like, I can't let y'all. Yeah.
Dude, Ab-Soul
he don't get the Ab-Soul don't get the.
Ab-Soul can rhyme.
I'm not saying he's not, but it's certain niggas. It's just certain niggas that get the light. That just it's unfortunate.
It's all.
That's how it goes.
And I'm not dissing Joey. I think Joey Badass.
He's nice.
Hey, them verses was nice. So this is the thing. I don't have an issue with Joey Badass, and I like when niggas competitively rap. Like I like that. I just had an issue where I just really wasn't feeling Drake and was happy to see him get his comeuppance. I don't even want to see. I don't even want to see Joey lose. I like Joey Badass. I hope Kendrick don't respond.
I don't want him to.
I don't want him to. Let Joey.
And Joey can rap like him.
Let Joey have his little.
Because he's not strong enough as Drake to potentially take that. It's like he a smaller country that sent a nuke, and it was like, and it went in the ocean. It didn't hit nobody. But then you send nukes and then there's no more Taiwan.
I guess
Taiwan is off
because also like
it's like Joey dissed him, and then he continued to sell out Canada, get BET awards and all kinds of shit. It's like your diss did not stop any of my motion.
Yeah,
your diss didn't stop nothing.
And I don't think Joey could subside a diss. It could maybe end his career.
Because if Kendrick went on,
it's Drake.
He don't got the
Drake
fans.
Got enough armor on, and he can
enough fans that's gonna support him regardless. I love Joey Badass to death. If we
talk about the culture of rap, right?
He may give him a bar, but we talking about like a full diss track.
I don't think he's
that would hurt.
And that's no diss to Nas and Jay-Z were of similar stature. Mm-hmm. Jay also dissed Prodigy on that song,
and it ended him.
And that ended Prodigy.
I would say Prodigy wasn't the same.
He wasn't the same after that.
People liked them.
You was a ballad.
Do you think? But do you? Okay, let me say this, and I don't want to be disrespectful because R.I.P. to Prodigy. Mm-hmm. But like, Mobb Deep was never like a big.
Yes, they were.
To me, I never was a big. No. But I never was a big like Mobb Deep fan.
Why you think Jay dissed him? Because he was big in New York.
Yeah, he was big.
He was big in New York.
He was big there. Mm. And when you was a ballerina, I got the pictures. I seen you when that bar dropped. With the picture,
Jay took the time to do him.
Yeah.
That means he had to be big locally.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So it's different. You got maybe not nasty, but it's like day to day. Who I see people talking about, oh, this dude Prodigy dope. You like, dang, everywhere I go and where I'm from, they talking about this dude Prodigy.
Nas was able to come back and produce a great record. Yeah. Prodigy dissed Jay-Z after that several times. Mm-hmm. Them shits didn't hit to the point where Mobb Deep ended up on G Unit. Like Mobb Deep spiral after that diss. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And Prodigy got that G Unit tattoo too.
Yo,
he had a G Unit tattoo.
I didn't know that.
Like to see Mobb Deep go from where they were.
That was a good ass album they put on G Unit though.
It was okay.
I actually liked the album too. But like people saw them as going commercial. Mobb Deep had like
that's exactly what I feel like.
So sometimes dissing somebody on top can work. If you got the juice to get on top with them, or you close to the top too. But if it don't, because again, I'm gonna always use Prodigy as that example. Prodigy shot at that time at the sun. He was shooting arrows at the sun, and then the sun turned up to heat. Heat gonna beat arrows every time. So and no diss to you, because I'm not dissing you. I'm more talking about Drake fans. Drake fans,
I'm good.
I'm not talking about you personally. Drake fans was just so excited that somebody else went at Kendrick. They don't realize where Kendrick is right now. Once motherfuckers started screaming encore of you a pedophile in Toronto. Once they at both nights told him to sing it again. Leave that man alone. Leave him alone.
Leave Kung Fu Kenny alone.
Leave Kendrick Lamar. Leave him alone right now.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He looks so disgusting.
Academics was so hurt. Academics was so hurt. I can't believe they would scream encore. And then they start lying. Them not real Canadians. They just drove up from New York. You don't think no Canadians went to that, bro? None. You don't think anybody from Canada went to that?
Buffalo ain't that big.
Buffalo's not that large. It's a
2-hour drive.
It was the shit niggas started saying after the fact, like Mal and shit, Mal and Rory and them. I'm like, really, guys? Nobody from. I'm like, he won, guys. And Drake has every right to come back. Calling me a pedophile is some big shit. If Drake choose to come back again, I have no problem with that. The beef should have never ended. You're not gonna call me a pedophile and that just
you gotta leave this alone.
And that just be it.
You gotta leave this alone. You gotta leave this one alone.
Oh no, I'm sure Kendrick got more shit, but you got to defend yourself at this point.
And he's already suing people and stuff, so he can't come back with a diss track after you're suing for dissing. He cannot. Drake can't diss nobody right now. He shouldn't be able to.
I know.
That's a real thing. If he's so upset about being dissed, he should not diss nobody while he's got this.
On paper, you are correct.
I know he's not.
But Drake's half white, and white people always have nothing but audacity. They love doing some shit, and then when it happened back to them, it's a problem. Tell me I'm wrong. Right? That's Pete Karen or Pete Ken. Some shit you was doing. Somebody else does it to you, and it sticks. Now it's a problem. Wasn't the problem when you did it to Meek Mill? Wasn't the problem at all. Wasn't the problem when you said you was going to melt down Pharrell's chains, or that Dave Free might be this baby's father? Not a problem. Because, I mean, that's slander and shit, too. Mm-hmm. You didn't have any evidence. You just threw some shit out there. It might be, you know. So, when I throw some shit out based upon evidence and things that might be true, now it's a problem. I'll never like that. If I call you a bitch ass nigga, Daryl, and you come back and call me an old pussy ass nigga, I can't be like foul play.
Suing. Lawsuit.
I'm suing.
All right,
I'm never gonna be okay with that.
So you're cool with Jim Jones saying what he said?
Oh, he was playing. He had to be. No way he was serious.
I know. I think that little dude that gassed him up, the little video, Jim Jones.
He did. No way he thought he was on Nada's level.
But that little,
at all.
He claims he put out a tweet saying, "Yeah,
he was trolling
playing this, and I was trolling y'all. This is how you get your game up."
I looked at him in his eyes. He was dead serious. He was but
you got.
I got more hits than him.
Yeah, he said check the numbers.
I don't know about the numbers as far as streaming.
Oh, they dropped them.
What do you mean? They don't know. It's nowhere close.
No, I'm sure it's not, but I don't know the exact numbers to know what
it's not even close.
But I mean,
it got so bad. Billboard commented. It was like Nas has this many number one hits.
Oh damn! Billboard commented.
Billboard hopped on X and was like, "This is not."
I guess if I'm Jim Jones, like I'm standing on my word, and
he already said he was trolling. He already was like, "I was just trying to get my name out there."
I think that little boy gassed him up. The little boy that
I hate that little nigga.
No, he's a wild boy.
You talking about?
You've never seen the clip of this little dude talking about like Jim Jones is the most popular rapper, or like.
And then he said that Chris Brown was
bigger than Michael Jackson. Like he has a bunch of crazy hot takes.
I didn't see that.
He's like 22.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
What did he say? The other one that was crazy. He said that it was another rap one that he said it was crazy, like that Jim Jones was one of is in his top 3 rappers of all time.
And was dead serious.
Of all time.
I blame his parents.
100%.
Also blame Jim Jones. Jim Jones was like, my son don't listen to Nas. And I'm like, nigga, I don't even like Nas. I listen to Nas occasionally.
But first of all, you're 48 years old. There should not be no 20-year-olds listening to you.
Let me also say this.
And you also are blood.
My biggest issue with Jim Jones is being like 40 and 50-year-olds are upset with this take.
And you're 40.
He's only like 4 years younger than Nas. Like, he ain't even that much younger than Nas.
No, he's 3 years younger than Nas.
Yes, he acting like it's a huge. Y'all the same fucking generation, nigga.
They were in high school at the same time.
you just sort of rapping after him. Like, it's one thing if Soulja Boy was like blah 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 blah, Rakim or some shit. Like, okay, even Soulja Boy and Jay had been out for a decade. Nigga, you. Or 3 years, I thought it was 4. 3 years is even worse.
He's 51, Jim Jones 48.
You're 3 years younger than Nas. You're acting like y'all are a different generation. If y'all went to the same high school, he would have been a junior while you was a freshman. Like, what the fuck is you on, Jim Jones? Like, it's the delusion for me. This nigga Jim Jones is delusional. You're 48, dog. You're 4 years older than me. Like, there is no huge age gap. Like, if you were a senior, I would be a freshman. I'm the 40-year-old that you talking bad about. Nigga, you in my class. You're in my same. We would have went to the same college, like high school and college. What does he own, man? I thought he was trolling at first, but I looked.
You looked him in his eyes.
He was so passionate when he was like, "Look at the numbers. Pull up the numbers." We have fucking computers in our hands. Somebody should have pulled up the numbers on the spot.
And I blame Fat Joe and Jadakiss for that.
They didn't want no beef though, because
did you see Jadakiss' face? He was like.
Because
he literally
when
he said that he was like, give the numbers, and Jadakiss literally goes like this, like looks over the side like.
That's when he was on a show, right?
Yeah.
What's
crazy is them two niggas got more hits than Jim Jones.
Yes.
That's what fucked me up. I said Fat Joe and Jadakiss both got more hits than you.
Look, man, Jim Jones has 2 hits. Ballin', and I give him Summer in Miami.
No, that don't even count that one. It's Pop Champagne. They put the numbers up.
That's not his song, is it?
It's not his motherfucking song.
That's not his song.
It's like Ron Browns or something.
That's not his song.
I said, wait a fucking minute. Your biggest hit is Ballin', and the other one is Pop Champagne. And I love Summer in Miami. That's a nigga cut. It makes me bad when I got to talk about niggas I like, because I like Jim. I'm so pro Jim Jones.
Yeah, look here, I'm not.
I don't like what he's the oldest young nigga in America.
I don't like what he stand for. He out here, No, I'm just saying, though, he's an older dude. And he's talking about, I'm more influential. But if you're more influential, why are you influencing the kids like the
in a positive way?
Yeah. Or no, I'm more positive shit or positive things, though. All these 40, 50-year-old rappers, we talking about Jay, Nas, and all them, they out here getting money and showing you the different ways to be better.
I don't like the beef he got with Cameron. I don't like that.
Right, Cameron is even out here doing stuff and trying to do stuff. You up here on wiretaps with the feds with what was the dude, the rainbow head dude?
6ix9ine.
Tekashi. You on phones with Tekashi talking to other 9 Trey Bloods on the phone. We need to get him. Like, dude, you're 40 some years old talking about we need to get him.
He wasn't, but that's also his reality. Clearly, he's not acting. He might be the only grad chapter blood that's not acting. Because I feel like Jim Jones won the blood at first. I don't know when that started.
He became a blood way later on.
Yeah. He the only grad chapter blood that might be legitimately banging.
Gangsta's the first time that
he might be legitimately banging. Like, or at least pulling.
How you a good? Are you even a good influence? Like, what kind of influence are you, Jimmy? Like, that stuff makes me mad when you're an older man talking about, I'm better, more influential to the kids. What are you giving the kids?
When Cameron said he wasn't even from Harlem, I was through with it, bro. Yeah. I was
he's not from Harlem for real.
But I fuck with Cam. I fuck with Jim. I hope they work it out and go on tour someday. I think it'd be a nice tour.
Happen. Cam said that on his show. He was like, I hope whatever promo you get. This is the last time I'm addressing this. From here on out, you do you.
He ain't said nothing since either.
He ain't said nothing since. Like, he went on that.
He didn't diss Cameron on like 2 songs. Cameron has not responded.
Nope. He said nothing back. Did the Hot 97, brought all the diplomats on there, or all the Dipset on there except Cameron. Cameron was not in the building.
He pledged blood in 2004. Certified Gangsters is that video in 2004 with the Game.
So
that's the first time we saw him really. So maybe he pledged in 03 and we didn't know. And he had his coming out party in 04.
Ja Rule was claiming blood the other day. I don't know if y'all saw. He got a new. He had a little red rag came out of his back pocket. So I didn't know Ja Rule had.
I just don't like this.
I didn't know Ja Rule had joined the
I just
Bloods.
don't like this. I don't like you claiming blood.
I said, wait a minute, that's out that pocket? That's intentional. And nigga was like, yeah, Ja Rule been wearing rags forever. He was wearing different color rags. He wore red sometimes. I saw him in black. I seen him, but that was more him cosplaying as Tupac. That was when he was going through. That was the Tupac, Lil Zane, Ja Rule phase of life, where all them niggas was trying to be Tupac. And nothing wrong with wanting to be Tupac. Tupac is amazing. But
all right, let's jump into some sports, fellas. All right, Kevin. Let's do NBA Finals first. NBA Finals.
What's the perfect makeup of what happens?
Some people are trying to say OKC's got to start asterisk next to their their championship.
I mean, you can't. It's hard to say.
You can't take.
I mean, again, man, it's hard to say that because again, like it's Game 7. Anything can happen in Game 7, literally, because you just saw it. Halliburton was on a tear. Like, I hate using the word tear because he tore his ACL. But like
horrible choice of words.
He was killing. He was killing shit. Like leading up to him tearing his Achilles. He was.
I saw it happen too.
Like you know what I'm saying.
Like they showed it up close.
Like
I saw it.
He was handling his business. So
I take another one of them if you got another one. Them things is fine.
You want some water?
Ice water. Put some ice in my water, nigga.
One,
handle my shit.
Let's not diss the CEO of the company.
I'm still waiting on my check. But now, like, it was. I think the finals was a perfect example of what happens when you invest in your team and invest through picks. But everybody doesn't have the same setup like OKC. OKC still got picks galore. They can still mix and match how they do shit. But there was a lot of lead up to how they build up into where they are now. Now, as far as Indiana goes, I mean, the streak they went on, nobody thought they was going to do what they did, and they showed who they were. You know,
they beat the Cavaliers, so
they beat the Cavaliers.
They have my respect.
They beat New York.
I thought they was going to be New York though.
I mean,
I picked them to be New York.
It just goes to show what happens when you pour into the small market, because this was I would say, I mean, I guess Cleveland was a small market. You got LeBron, but you ain't have no home, you ain't have no like big names.
This go back to like San Antonio against New Jersey when that was the fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't had no dog in this fight, and I think a lot of people didn't. If you wasn't already a fan of Indiana or OKC,
I was with OKC.
Right.
Only because they're in the central with Cleveland.
I'm saying though, but that wasn't when you was like from game one. I'm following this team.
Oh hell no!
Like it just didn't work like that. So I think overall this was a great final. I'm glad it went 7.
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad it went 7. That was a great.
It should have went 6.
That was a great series. And I think they got it right, man. SGA went on. He handled his business, but the asterisk would only be like because Halliburton was cooking before he got cooked.
Several teams,
and I mean, and also, I mean, to name it, they had to lead a half, so it's not like they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? They was cooking a little bit, but you know, I mean, you can only go so far.
Oklahoma, I mean, several teams have won championships while the other team has an injury.
Toronto's the last one I'm thinking about.
Toronto.
But then you got do you put an asterisk on that one? Then
you don't put that on any of them.
You don't. But what I guess to answer the questions of whoever said put an asterisk by Indiana, do you do that for Toronto? You can't, right?
I agree.
Because again, like think about that. And Curry is phenomenal. Like Hall of Fame, the greatest shooter God ever created, all the accolades. But my nigga, if all of us is finna go jump a nigga, right, or go fight a nigga, and
two of y'all don't show up.
you both of y'all don't show up, and I pull up like, I mean, I'm gonna try to knock some chins out, but after a while, it's gonna get tough. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't like that conversation because no one puts an asterisk on Golden State when they beat Cleveland when Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt. Like, not only was one star hurt, 2 stars were hurt. We can't pick and choose when we put asterisks on shit. When it's a nigga that they like, it's an asterisk. If it's a nigga that they don't like, nobody say shit. And so you can't put none. You can't put any. Because if that is the case, I can go back. Shit, Jordan got a couple asterisks if that's the case. When they beat the Lakers, niggas was hurt.
And that was like the end of Magic Johnson too.
And yeah. So I hate to say it, like you can't put an asterisk on some championships.
Injuries are a part of the game, man.
Well said. It's a part of the
game.
game.
It's just whatever any sports you go to. So like, you know, it changes things. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like the whole asterisk thing anyway. The bubble ring gets an asterisk, but Tim Duncan's first ring doesn't. That was a shortened season too.
Oh, because of the lockout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't understand this asterisk.
I bet you the Knicks would have won that finals. They wouldn't have said it was no asterisk.
Exactly. Because they wanted the Knicks to win.
Yeah.
People pick and choose this asterisk shit based on if it's a player or a team that they like, and I think that's bullshit. In my honest opinion.
Now, another question, sidebar about OKC. Do y'all think there maybe could be a dynasty? They have 11 first round picks over the next 5 years.
You don't think they're going back next year?
Hell no. With the way the West is set up right now, no.
Okay.
They have 11 first round picks over the next 5 years.
Let's say this. Top teams in the West.
Yep.
Dallas, Kyrie's going to be probably out for the season. Yep. So we can eliminate them unless Cooper Flag's just amazing and Anthony Davis can stay healthy. Because Anthony Davis got to stay healthy too. So
it's Golden State. I'm going to throw out teams. Golden State. Are they top 5?
I can say top 5. I say top 5.
I would like to see
with Jimmy.
I want to see a full year of them and Jimmy.
I say top 5. Now I don't know what the fuck gonna happen with the rest of the crew because you got to figure that shit out. Because Buddy Hield can't be off and on. Yeah. Like when he first got to Golden State, that nigga was the new Clay. He was handling business. Then he just fizzled out. So you got to figure that shit out.
OKC,
because OKC could literally go out here and say, "Hey Milwaukee, we're gonna give you four first round picks. Let us get Giannis." Right now,
but they wouldn't. I don't think that their front office. He likes the way he's constructed this team.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna keep that going.
I just don't. So okay.
So you remember he did the same thing with Kevin Durant and them. Mm-hmm. This is the same guy.
Yeah.
And what fucked that up? What fucked that up was
Clippers
egos. James Harden didn't want to accept less money, and he left.
He also voted against. In 2011, he voted against teams being able to pack up players too, though.
Who is he? Who's
Steve Presley?
Oh yeah.
And then at the same after that,
Sam Presley.
Sam Presley. Yeah. And then right after that is when he lost all his best players.
Mm. Yeah. It's a crazy scenario.
He's really good at putting together teams. If they can keep, what's Jalen Williams? What's the number 2 guy?
It's Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams. If they can keep him content. And because he had some games where he looked like the best player, he was not. But he had a couple games where SGA was
in that game 5?
If they can keep him happy, if Chet was a monster in this series, not shooting wise, but everything else. If they can keep all those guys content and pay them, that's basically Durant, Westbrook, and let's say Ibaka.
Okay.
Because Chet's a little bit taller.
Yeah.
And they got pieces on the bench. If they can keep that team together, I can see them going to the finals again next year.
I wonder if that overshadows what was, because you literally had 3 MVPs on the same team, couldn't get it done, right? And then you start this, and this is where when they lose to the Heat in the finals, you say, okay, this is the core that we're going with. But then
James Harden said,
James Harden's like, well, we got to pay. Okay, I tell you what, we go pay Ibaka first, and then we go pay you. And he's like, nah, nigga, you paying me now. And there was already signs that, in big games where Westbrook can't hit a shot and Kevin Durant is having foul trouble, what you gonna do?
James Harden ain't gonna do it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But at that point, James Harden was
already starting to show that.
He was starting to show that he could be the guy. He was the 6th man.
Yeah.
When he went to Houston, that run was epic during the season. He just couldn't get past Golden State. He just couldn't get to Golden State.
You can't do it alone. He needed. I hate to say it. If they could go back in time, I think that team stays together longer. If you could rewind it.
Okay.
If James Harden knew what he knew now, I think he stays.
I think he stays at OKC.
Yeah,
that's with any team. You know what I'm saying? That's anybody.
because they was right there.
So in the West, you talking about the West? We saying okay.
Who you think better than them next year?
And Houston, you think Houston's better than them?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say if, because again, if we say if Kyrie is healthy,
but Kyrie's not there for the next year.
He's not there next year.
If the Mavericks are healthy and Cooper Flag.
No,
you know what I mean?
we're gonna eliminate Kyrie. We can eliminate the Mavs. Kyrie's not gonna be back next year.
I think ultimately you got to look at Houston. I don't see Jokic finishing his career in Denver. If not, especially after what they motherfucking GM just said this afternoon.
So I disagree. I disagree with Houston, just based on Kevin Durant's track record with the last 4 to 5 teams. His track record with the last 4 or 5 teams. He's not a leader to me.
He's a leader in a different way. Like, he's not a vocal leader. Kevin Durant's not an individual who's going to be like, yo, we got to run this play.
Houston going to need that. They got a bunch of young cats.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what you bank on. You're banking on offense. You're not banking on defense when you're talking about bringing somebody in like Kevin Durant, because you got rid of Dylan Brooks, who was your defense guy. Jalen Green, even though I'm
not even talking about defense. I'm saying say they down 5 with a minute left. Who gonna be the guy to be like, let's get these niggas together?
He's not a vocal leader. Like
and I think Houston's gonna need that.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a vocal leader. That's where you depend on your player coach, Ime, to be the voice out there, or you depend on what's his name? What's buddy from Raptors that play there now? Point guard. Van Fleet. You depend on guys like that to kind of help rep and hold it down, because you got to remember he's still there, right? I think about what's gonna happen with the Lakers, because they go make a move. They go make a move.
What they gonna do?
I
don't know.
What piece?
But
they trying to get Bam from Miami, because it looks like Miami might be about to blow up too.
Because they couldn't get Durant. That was their last ditch.
That's a whole nother story for that. Like, what?
Everybody was in the Durant sweepstakes though. Cleveland tried to trade Garland. There's some pieces like that. Like every team, because Durant, he may not be. Steph is the leader of Golden State, but Durant is gonna get you 27.
Durant ain't getting another ring without. Yeah, that's. I don't think. I think he's gonna. I think the furthest Durant goes by the end of his career is going to be to probably another Western Finals or Eastern Finals, wherever he ends up at.
No, he's in Houston.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
he don't think he's gonna stay there. He might go somewhere.
Thank you. No,
he's already 30. He's 37, right?
Yeah.
Like how long we doing this?
How long did he sign this contract for?
Probably a 2-year deal. So what? 39. Okay, let's say he stays 39. Like,
it's probably an option on that second year, to be honest.
He might go back to OKC and retire there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see him pulling a move where it's going to be like, yeah, I'm about to go do this.
I don't know why he wouldn't have went to the East, because the East is hurting right now. You got to think about Indiana's not going to be good.
They couldn't make it happen.
Boston's not going to be good.
No, he wanted to go to Miami. They couldn't make it happen.
They couldn't make it. So he wanted to go to Miami, but they couldn't get a deal that would have been
like him, Dame, outside of injuries. Dame Lillard wanted to go there instead of Milwaukee.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got Hero. You got Hero, and then you would have had Bam. That would have been a crazy lineup. But you can't. Pat Riley is not the Pat Riley of old, man.
No, this is the Pat Riley. Pat Riley don't want to use you until he got to pay you, and then he let you go.
Yeah.
This is Pat Riley. Yeah. I saw it. This is Pat. Like, they got lucky and drafted Magic. They wouldn't have got Magic as a free agent. Like, Pat.
So Kevin Durant. You think no way he goes back to a finals?
He didn't.
I think he goes to a Western Coast Finals or whatever side he on, but it's not going further than that. I don't see.
If you had to pick somebody right now out the West,
the throne, OKC.
Yeah, next year.
Right next year.
I'm always say Lakers, but I don't even know if that's going to be a thing.
I think OKC is going to be hard to beat coming back next year.
I think everybody they got is signed too.
Minnesota.
I think their whole team will be back.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Denver took him to 7. And then I'm never gonna obviously count out the Lakers or Golden State, just because there's such a like a fight in them to just trying to make it happen. But like, you can't guarantee the outcome.
I am not gonna front. I am giddy with the East. With Boston and Indiana out. Cleveland's clearly the best team in the East right now.
Cleveland should go straight. I was just going to say
they should have went.
They should have went this year.
But this year, it's literally a cakewalk for them.
No, next year, the only team they got to worry about really is New York.
I would say it's them and the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
But what about Orlando though?
Nah, we be whooping Orlando ass for the last 3 years.
But they just got Desmond Baines though. I mean, they just got Baines though.
He got short arms. I don't care about that. That nigga arms hella short. He built like Quasimodo. I don't care.
There's gonna be a bigger move with the East though. I mean, but Cavs, man, that was
we tried to trade Garland for Durant.
I'm surprised that Garland, Mitchell relationship.
You know how some teams are just kryptonite.
I didn't think that.
Indiana is Cleveland's kryptonite. In the regular season too, they beat us twice. Like they are our kryptonite.
Yeah.
With them niggas out the way, we beat every other team. We had the best record in the East by far.
Yeah.
We have the exact same team. Everybody signed.
Y'all and the Knicks in the finals. You think in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean, I can't say Philadelphia.
I like Maxey. It depends
no, it's
on.
not. It's a wrap. Like
You don't think Embiid's gonna come back?
He can't stay healthy.
I thought Embiid was basically done.
He can't
Like
stay
his
healthy.
injury is like super bad.
Yeah,
right?
like he can't. He's not gonna get. And you don't know what's going on with Paul George.
Oh yeah, Paul George there. Paul George, Maxey.
But no, he hurt. Paul George is hurt too.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't want to be a front runner, but don't fuck this up, Cleveland. This is y'all shot, right?
Man,
this is your shot right now. No. Hey, listen. They beat us twice in the regular season. The one team I did not want to play.
He's got a torn meniscus, a whole bunch of bad knee issues. They're going to try to reevaluate him this summer.
You can go back in the files. The one team I did not want to play was Indiana. And that's who we drew. The one team I did not want to play was Indiana. I would have played any other team. For some reason, we cannot beat the Pacers. And sometimes it's about matchups. Like, it just is what it is. Also, we did have an injury. Garland was out. He missed the first, 2-3 games. And we never were able to bounce back. We were up. And Halliburton hit a game-winning shot.
That shot was crazy.
And
dog.
we never
shot was crazy.
We never came back from that.
Wow.
That shot I knew the series was over. I was talking shit.
That was where it hit the top of the rim. Teardrop.
Yeah. I was talking shit because I got to talk shit. You ever talk shit because it's your team? But deep inside you know. Dang. I was going home sad in the motherfucker because I was like
even at finals, they was just like they was down 20, then they come back. Then they be down 20 again, they come back. It was the comeback kids, man. So yeah, it's gonna be weird to see what next year looks like. But there's gonna be a lot of moving pieces.
But also, there's trades like crazy happening right now.
Yeah,
we are talking about this before the draft, and all the trades are gonna happen.
There's a lot of trades.
These takes are definitely gonna change in the next month. Once we see how things iron out. Yeah, is definitely.
I mean, there's talk that LaMelo, not LaMelo. What's LaMelo Ball? He's the one on Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
He might be. They was like, what if we pair him in the West to Golden State, for picks? You know what I'm saying? Because you still got to think about Kuminga. You can send him to a place like Charlotte, let him blossom. You know what I'm saying? To be whatever he's gonna be.
Poor Charlotte.
Yeah, man.
Kuminga to the Lakers?
No, he said
going to Charlotte for. You know what I'm saying?
LaMelo. That's an uneven ass trade.
I mean, but you pair Melo with Curry. I don't know what you do with your 5 spot.
How's LaMelo? I don't think LaMelo can shoot well enough for that. He
another point. He a point guard.
He need a Clay guy.
Yeah, you need to get some.
Steph play point guard,
but he could play off the ball, like positionless basketball.
That's going to be a defensive. That's going to be defensive issues. I'm always thinking about the defense too. If Steph is playing 2 guard, Jimmy Butler and other niggas like that, they're going to eat Steph the fuck up. And if you switch with LaMelo going to get ate the fuck up. Yeah. Like Clay actually did play defense. Niggas want to act like Clay was just a great shooter, but he actually did defend well.
On the Mavericks, man. I don't want to doubt out the Mavericks. I guess Kyrie ain't coming back.
Without Kyrie, I don't see that Mavericks team getting better than 6. Unless Anthony Davis had, again, you don't know what Anthony Davis you're going to get. He's MVP caliber when he's healthy. When Anthony Davis is healthy, I ain't going to front.
He was in MVP conversation at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And defensive player of the year, too.
Yes. When that nigga is healthy, he does
because he was
everything.
second runner-up to your guy, right? That won, didn't he?
He got third runner-up. I think somebody else got second.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think Jokic is going to stay in Denver.
They would be stupid to trade him.
They ain't got no choice. Like he put it out there.
No, I'm just saying they need to.
That stupid shit he said. Like what?
But you got it.
He was like, yeah, we look at the injuries of our main players, and there's a very dark reason if we were to let 15 go. If I was there and that man ain't even signed his contract yet, I'd have been like, don't even worry about it. Keep that contract. It's
there
cool.
are certain players.
I'll find somebody else. I'll be gone for the week over. Don't even worry about it.
There are certain players that you got to hold on to. As long as if you leave as a free agent, that's different.
If Jokic gets traded from Denver, you think Dallas was bad? Boy, they'll blow that thing up. They'll blow.
But with everybody trying to blow up their teams, like
the fan base will blow that shit. You what? Go ahead, Jamal Murray.
So these injuries are why people are blowing up teams. Like they're not going to be contenders for the 2-3 years.
And that's going to be something to talk about too. How it could, because the change in the game is a real thing now.
Hey, it's some low tops, man.
I didn't want to pay attention.
It's a low top.
I think it's a low tops. Kobe was fucking up his leg in them low tops too.
Matt Barnes made a great thing on his podcast where he said that you got to think about the build up to where these players are getting there. Like by the time you get, like for example, Let's take my son, right? Let's say he take on a basketball, he just phenomenal. He just go crazy, right? The training that you have to put your body through to even get to, like, let's say D1, and then up there you've already put like close like a decade.
Wear and tear on your body.
Yeah, now you in a game you in an NBA game that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Are we blaming AAU then? Is AAU the problem?
I'm not gonna lie. I will say they
hold. They're playing like 7 games a week.
No, I will say that there is some. I know teams, bro. That
AAU is
play like 10 games in a weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
My nigga, what?
AAU is a lot, man.
Like it's a different set. Like it used to be where AAU play like 2 games on a Saturday. You'd be done by 5 o'clock, home on Sunday to be with your family. Nigga, Peach Jam, that's just like a week long now. You feel what I'm saying?
That's during the school year, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like AAU's got.
Think about you got your regular high school game maybe on a Tuesday, and then you
gotta fly to Atlanta to play in this Peach Jam. Like the way AAU is set up, it's almost scary. Like you could literally get your name off AAU versus your own like high school team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Gone are the days where you build your name. But I think that's why I think the Arenas kid, Gilbert's son, is gonna be so dope at I guess what, Arizona or UCLA? I think he went to Arizona. I think
he's going to USC.
USC, sorry.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be so good because he was homegrown through that system. Like Gil was like, I'm not putting you on no like super team of AAU players. You gonna earn it, right? You gonna have to earn that win to that next game because that's how it worked at AAU. You have to win to keep playing. That's how you get 7 games in a fucking weekend.
That's insane. I don't want to play 7 games.
It is USC.
Yeah. So like,
I don't want to play 7 games in a weekend.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so the build up is crazy, and that's but the thing is, what do you do? Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even though he played at Kentucky, he wasn't a high touted like he was a lottery pick, but he wasn't one that was like, oh, he's going to be the game changer, right?
And he's number 1 pick.
Halliburton. He's gonna be the game changer. Nah,
hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like in Iowa State, shit. Even when Halliburton was there, that was fucking.
Wasn't he the backup at first?
He was the backup at first.
Yeah. But when he played though, you can attest to that. That boy was
he was up and down.
That boy was everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of shit wears on you. So granted, you're not playing the game anymore, but you got a Shaq. You pass it in. He gives you 2 hard. Left, he turns and then he dunks on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're not playing in and out no more.
Is it too much? Is it too much ISO? Is it too much ISO?
Yeah, shit. That's all OKC was this year. ISO plays, nigga. Switch. Like that's what it is. So shit, low key. That's what the Cavs was playing with when it went well. When what's called was.
And now we were swinging that motherfucker
when he wasn't hurt.
And we swing that motherfucker though.
But the game is changing now, man. Like you got 8 players that tore their ACL. Lord have mercy. 8 Achilles. You have 8 players that tore their Achilles in one season. Like that has to be looked at. And they ain't got shit to do with your shoes. They ain't got shit to do with your shoes. They ain't got shit to do with no shoes.
All right.
Because you got motherfuckers that tore their shit in hot tops and lows.
Hey, most of the niggas I saw was in low tops. Who was in the high top?
I mean,
that shit.
All
them niggas I seen was in them Kyrie's is lows, them Hallie's is lows, Dame's is lows. I'm pretty sure Paul George's is lows too. Like I don't know niggas. Niggas barely wear highs now.
It's a different game now.
Who wear highs? LeBron wore lows.
Even with the training, because you got to remember, like niggas don't lift weights no more. It's training. It's plyometrics. It's cardio.
Is that why Brian don't get hurt? Because he still lift weights? Because
Brian gets hurt.
No, I'm talking about season-ending injuries.
Season ending, but like that groin shit had him down for a minute. That nigga was sitting there looking like.
Hey, listen.
That boy was sitting on like 4 cushions on the bench.
Hey,
like they put like 4 or 5.
Have you ever hurt your groin before?
That shit ain't no joke.
This shit ain't no motherfucking joke.
Especially when you gotta take a shit. Your groin hurt. You gotta. Oh,
hey, Daryl, you gotta brace the wall. I've had to pull groin before. You gotta hold on to the wall, bro.
Listen, you gotta find and then when you gotta get
I worked at FedEx back in the day, lifting them boxes and shit.
What?
And pulled some shit.
Man.
And I ain't had no insurance.
No bitch, dog.
So I finally said fuck it and went to the emergency room.
Especially when you got that motherfucker right between in the Gucci area. Oh. Woo! You ain't seen pain till you ain't had a groin injury in your Gucci area. And it affects everything. Walking upstairs.
You can't do shit now.
Walking.
You don't realize how much.
Like I'm not
because your groin is just in the middle of some shit.
I'm not the biggest Brian fan. I'll admit that, right? But like even I know, like you can't expect a nigga that had a groin injury to come back. And, hey, catch this! Ooh, nigga, no.
You can't jump.
I'm not catching shit. Pass it back.
No.
Let's work the offense.
You can't jump.
You can't get in the defensive. Oh, defensive stance, nigga.
And your groin fucked up.
What?
Sit me the fuck down.
Jump shot?
I'm no
Fuck
good.
you.
I am no good.
Nigga, I'm driving the van home. I'm not driving in shit that I gotta sit low in.
Dog, you don't realize.
Savannah, don't you bring that
your
motherfucking
groin
Corvette
is
out
in
here.
the middle of all this shit.
Savannah, don't you bring that charge out here. Go get that motherfucking van out so I can climb in that motherfucker. Oh, no. Hell no.
Bro, you ain't want to sit down. You want to lay down. You want to lay in the back.
And you can't lay too
no,
long.
you can't even lay long.
Then you try to cross your legs and your shit get, oh, boy.
Yeah, so as a semi-athletic nigga back in the day I used to be in better shape. Nah, hey, that groin injury is a motherfucker.
I don't know what's going to happen with the Lakers. Like,
they just sold the team, man.
I don't know what's going to happen with the Lakers, bro.
Shout out to Genie.
That shit goes.
So what do you feel about the Lakers being sold, man? What's your feel on it?
You don't care?
I mean, it's not go like we need.
Why don't Dan Gilbert sell the Cavs? How about that? Dan, sell us, please. We need a new owner.
We need a center. We need a Miles Turner type.
Are you cool with Bam or is Bam too small?
No, Bam is not a center. We need a motherfucking.
So when y'all get Bam, you're gonna be upset.
We need a. I've been saying this. Either get Dwight or Boogie, and we will be strong.
Dog, Boogie.
Boogie went fucking crazy. Y'all see that video?
Yes, this is not the Boogie that you want, dog.
That nigga went to the stands and beat up everybody.
Hey, Boogie was beat.
Yeah, man.
No, you don't. Dosia, I'm gonna push back. You don't want Boogie. Boogie's old now, man.
Nah, man. We just need a center that.
The White's actually in pretty good shape, but he's also pretty old now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but that also goes into the fucking. What,
we can't get it. You can't find a young center. Can you get a young one?
I said Miles Turner. Miles Turner.
How old is Miles, man?
I don't know, but he's young enough. Miles Turner, or even
I'm gonna look that up.
One of the big boys from the Mavericks. Oh shit, that ain't happening no more. We just gave him AD, but
I'm on there right now.
But anyway,
he's 29. That's pretty young.
Anywho, I mean, he's been in trade talks, so he was in trade talks. I
like Miles Turner actually.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice with it. Texas boy. Man.
He with the Pacers, ain't he?
Yeah.
I like him. He was Halliburton's bodyguard. I like Miles Turner.
Yeah.
He old school enforcer type nigga. I like him. I
don't think they're gonna pay him though. He gonna be gone.
No, it's gonna happen. That's what I'm
saying. Well, then they have to pay him now. Shoot, with Tyrese hurt.
And then also,
I don't know what Indiana's gonna do this year.
Well, OKC, bro, like you gonna have to pay these niggas.
You know what's horrible? This is what's his name, Jalen Williams. If Jalen Williams ball out this year,
does he go to get him?
And then Halliburton come back. This is what I fear if I'm Indiana.
Okay.
Jalen is now the number one guy.
Yep.
What if they ball out and get like a 6 seed? And he putting up Indiana. He putting up like 25, 26 a game. And they get like a 6 seed. Then Halliburton comes back. That dynamic's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady when they was in Toronto. When like it was fucked up. Like both the niggas could hoop.
But you can't have them both together.
But they both can't be together.
Yeah. That's true.
That's what I fear. Because with Halliburton on the court, he gonna get his points, but he wants to distribute anyway.
Yeah.
But next year, Jalen's gonna have that ball in his hand a lot more.
And more than likely, Indiana's going to do the thing where you can do like the injury exception or something like that, where basically you ain't got to worry about his Halliburton's salary
Won't count against, yeah.
But the problem is you can't do that shit and try to give him an extension. Like for example,
Yeah, you can't.
Like if me and him is on the Pacers, right? We are the Pacers. You Halliburton, you a hurt nigga because you from Ohio State. You a hurt nigga, and he went to Ohio State. So you the hurt nigga, right? And let's say you making 45.
Oh, that happened before with Paul George and the nigga that played before. What was that nigga's name? The power forward before Paul George. He got hurt.
Yeah, and then
Paul George became.
Yeah. Oh fuck. What was his name?
I'm looking it up
I know
right
what you're
now.
talking about. But anywho, what I'm saying is if a nigga make 45 million, right? And Indiana be like, yeah, we got an injury exception on Halliburton. Halliburton can't be like, yeah, but I still want my 60 million even though I'm hurt. It's like, nah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's gonna start to get a little.
Wasn't it Evan Turner?
No, hell no.
No, not him. Oh my God.
I forgot. I know Danny Granger.
Danny
Granger.
Granger.
Yeah.
Granger got hurt.
Yeah.
Because that was Granger's spot.
Yep.
And Paul
George took it.
Went fucking crazy, nigga.
And Danny Granger got traded.
whatever happened to Roy Hibbert?
Feel like he got traded too.
Yeah. He wasn't horrible, man.
He was not horrible. He did great against. He
put
did great against.
Whiteside. He put Whiteside in the bucket a couple times.
He did good.
Not Whiteside. Who the old head that was from Florida that's doing sports now?
Kenyon Martin.
No, nigga, he played for Miami. The old head.
Haslam?
Haslam. When Haslam was nice, he put working on Haslam.
No. Hibbert. Indiana don't get love because they had to go against Cleveland, but that Indiana team was great. That Roy Hibbert, Paul George team.
That Cleveland team put a lot of niggas on if status.
That team would get more love if not for Cleveland.
Cleveland is the reason that DeMar DeRozan had to get the fuck up out of Toronto.
I'm gonna be real. DeMar's without Cleveland, DeMar might be. I ain't gonna say top 10 shooter.
I forgot where the fuck I was when I seen that last shot. It was were they 3-0? It was a sweep, right?
Yeah.
Raptors was a number 1 seed, and they were like, "This is the year we're gonna do it. This is the year we're gonna make it. We're beating everybody." 3-0. This nigga LeBron runs down and the shot that busted that whole
shot
team
was
up,
ridiculous, dog.
That nigga hit a one leg.
That one leg.
Popped that shot backboard, right? And I'm talking about DeMar. Really, you saw DeMar take his jersey out when the shot was up. The nigga said, "All right, fuck it. All right, guess I'm heading to Sacramento, nigga."
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
I felt so bad for the East when LeBron was on that 8-year streak because I saw Indiana go through it. I saw Chicago go through it. I know niggas don't. I know LeBron didn't win the championship every time, but he was a menace in the East. He broke up like 5 teams, dog.
Yeah,
Boston traded everybody to New Jersey.
Yep.
Them niggas left together. Like them niggas was like, we out.
Yep.
Yeah.
He broke up some teams, and I was just like, that Indiana team was. Again, as a Cleveland fan, I would never root for Indiana. But I know talent when I see talent.
They had some talent.
Man, that Indiana team had some fucking talent.
I forgot what that
It was Roy Hibbert. It was Jermaine O'Neal. Them niggas had a team.
The point guard from the Spurs was playing with them too. What was his name? I forgot his little light skinned dude. I forgot his name. It don't matter.
Not Parker. You talking
Not
about
Parker. It was a guard that won with the Spurs that got traded to the Pacers. I forgot his name.
That
George Hill.
George Hill, because he ended
Hill.
up coming to Cleveland later.
There we go.
Hey, listen, I would see teams just fall apart, dog. Like they would be like that Atlanta Hawks team that everybody shit on. That had motherfucking Al Horford
that was
and
a
them.
good ass team, dog.
That team, Jeff
That was a
T.
good ass team.
It was like Jeff T. Al Horford,
the white boy that was shooting. And
not Mike Miller, the other white boy,
Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver.
Yeah,
like that team. They won like 51, 53 games.
They was handling business that year.
And they went up against Cleveland, and Cleveland beat them in like 5.
Yeah.
It was like really bad.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong. It might be 6, but it wasn't 7. It was, and I was like, that's a great team. If you wouldn't have went against Bron and Kyrie, y'all would have beat every other team.
Yeah.
It was depressing.
Well, shit, I don't know the breakdown in the finals when was more depressing, either that or when J.R. Smith thought that y'all had
I'm
a
missing some
timeout.
cats that was on that squad. They had
Them Indiana.
Yeah, they had T.J. Ford.
That team was
Yeah,
nice.
They had Jared Jack.
Jared Jack, yep. I remember Jared Jack, yep.
That team was
Brandon
nice.
Rush.
Niggas act like that team wasn't shit.
They had my boy Jamal Tinsley, JT Money.
Jamal
Iowa
Tinsley.
State.
And he the only nigga from Iowa State I ever liked. I like Tinsley. Tinsley, I like. You know what? Because I don't like Halliburton for real. I'm sad. I'm sad that he hurt. I'm sad that he's hurt. Because I enjoy competition, but he be whooping my team ass. But Tinsley, I could have hung out with him. We could drink an old fashioned together. I like Tinsley.
He's a hood ass nigga.
Yeah, he's hood as fuck. He remind me of James Posley.
Yes.
It's certain niggas I just gravitate towards.
He's more closer. What's homeboy that's on the Grizzlies? Allen.
Tony Allen?
He's more Tony Allen style.
Sneak. I mean,
Jamal Tinsley.
he's that bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Allen was a
He's the
beast.
one that got the
but you can't-
shootout.
hey, man.
Remember, I don't know if you heard about the shootout that Stephen Jackson them had where he got all his teeth broke out.
Yeah, but
that
Tony-
was Jamal that started that at the
shit.
club.
I was gonna say, but Tony Allen, like, people don't put the respect on him. Like
I love Tony Allen, dog.
Tony Allen was one of the reasons that them niggas beat the Lakers that year. When they
Tony
got the
Allen,
ring. You know what I'm saying?
him.
That's the only nigga that I would say that had two main stops on Kobe Bean, Goat Bryant.
He was in Boston, right?
He was in Boston when that happened.
The only time
Caught that nigga up in the corner. Kobe was like, da da da. That nigga, no. Yelled out no and took the ball from him. I say, fuck. Kobe.
The only time I've ever played with
Kobe,
Boston,
that's the nigga.
I only played with Boston on 2K one season.
It was Tony Allen.
They had Tony Allen and James Posey, and I said they got
Posey was
Eddie
nice
House too, though. Eddie House.
Eddie House.
Eddie
They
fucking
got
House.
3 niggas that probably
Eddie
sell
House.
weed back in the day
Eddie
on
House
their
was a
team.
killer, man.
They got 3 guys on their team.
Eddie House was the nigga that said he was the J.R. Smith of their team. Shoot that shit. Green light. Shoot that shit, nigga.
Podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
for sure,
health.
femininity, parenthood, dating,
Definitely
as
dating.
single parents. And it's from a lens of 2 psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
I'll never forget. Nah, look, Tristan Thompson was like, they asked Tristan Thompson, it was like, who has the something around green light. It's like, I won't lie to you, I don't know anybody who has a greener light than J.R. Smith. In the league.
Josh Smith though?
Huh?
Is he worse than Josh Smith?
J.R. Smith was way worse than Josh Smith. J.R.
Smith would do a turnaround 3.
J.R. Smith.
Josh Smith was on that too.
J.R. Smith was
Jack Joe too.
No. J.R. Smith was on the team with Carmelo Anthony, and then a team with LeBron James, and would still just shoot it. He was on the team with LeBron James and Kyrie.
That nigga missed it. Hold on. That nigga, when he played, oh my God. The shit that him and Iman Shumpert was doing when
in
they
New
was
York?
in New York.
Oh my God.
There's a reason Melo did not win any type of round. Because Melo would be in motherfuckers shooting in the gym, right? Going crazy. This nigga J.R. Smith misses a game, right? He missed practice.
Because he's with Tahiri, right?
Yeah. And this thing.
Yes.
This what got him in trouble. This nigga took a picture to Tahiri at, which was
in the pool when she was
No, it was in the bed.
She was in the bed.
Like,
it was a spread of the bed.
Like,
yeah.
But what was she watching? She was watching the fucking Knicks game.
Yeah.
This nigga took a picture of Tahiri in a hotel.
Your job of you
watching the game. I'm like, bro, what?
A game that you missed.
Iman Shumpert. And he was at the time he was dating that singer. I forgot what her name was.
Tiana?
No.
That is wife.
No. It was a singer prior to that.
Oh, not his ex-wife.
I only know.
But he was dealing with her, and they was handling skins in the other locker room, whatever. He got suspended. It's like little shit. Melo was like, look, man, y'all gotta get this shit together.
Listen,
but Melo took the money. He could have been.
I felt so bad for Melo.
Melo could have been in Miami
because he went from not only
Are they saying it's L. Varner? Was it
L. Varner?
Yep.
That's what he was with. Yeah.
Shout out to L. Varner.
Yeah, that was surprising. I'm surprised they didn't seem like that. Don't seem like they would be on each other's radar.
Listen, L. Varner seems like the type of nigga that would love
guess
Sean.
who else is on Iman Shumper's list of women he dated?
Who?
Who did we talk about earlier? His baby mother.
Tiana Taylor?
No.
Who?
Whose baby mother did we talk about earlier? That's supposed to, you didn't know they were white.
He dated her? Drake's baby mama?
2011. It says 2011.
Told she was fine.
Iman Shumpert been outside.
Yeah.
Iman been outside,
And they
bro.
was hey, listen, man. Iman,
That's what they say on, this website might not be.
Iman is quite possibly one of the best analysts I've seen when they bring
That
him on
boy was
ESPN.
high as hell on TV.
But he was clowning. He was talking about the defense and angles and shit.
No, like they was.
He
having,
knows
they
the
had a
game, though.
seg-
He knows the game.
He knows
No, but
the
they had a
game.
segment where they were talking, and he just kept. He had a mic like this. I can't remember the play of it. I saw. Wait. He had a mic like this, and he was just like. And he kept doing this. Shit. And it was live television. Iman just like. They were like, man, that boy fried.
Iman was talking about. He was talking about angles and defense and things like that.
Fried.
And about cuts. And Brian Windhorst didn't know what to say. Like, when somebody really knows basketball or a sport and they talking about it, you can tell when they really know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Stephen A. Smith is more about opinions and other shit. He don't talk about angles and no shit like that. It's about, heart and grit and other shit that he just be throwing out there. Iman was talking real shit, and Windhorst was lost. He know what to say. He was talking about Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
Okay.
How Chet was maybe not scoring very well, but he was getting in passing lanes and altering shots, even if he wasn't blocking them. And I was like, we need more of this on ESPN. Like, we need more analysis. We need more Stuart Scott and not more sensationalism. ESPN is TMZ for sports now. It's all about what's the hottest topic, and let's talk about like hot points and opinions and not analysis. I miss niggas talking about the angle of the pass or this player can do this because of wingspan.
You got legs in there. You got Windhorst. You got Jason.
Don't put Windhorst in there. Don't do that.
He be doing that.
Wendy do not be doing that, bro.
He do. And then you got Jason. What's his name? Jason Williams.
Oh, Jay Williams?
Jay Williams. Sorry.
Oh,
Jay Williams.
But them not the guys that get paid the most. They're not on like them not the guys
He don't get up.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
He on first take.
He ain't the.
But he's not one of the
Jay Williams be on first take.
He be on there, but he not again.
Kendrick Perkins be he kind of be talking about angles.
Nah,
Richard Jefferson.
It's not his show.
I don't. Yeah.
Like
You know what I'm saying? Like
the niggas who need the spotlight, and I understand that entertainment sells. So Stephen A. Smith, he entertaining, but I don't go to him for real analysis. He's entertainment. He's sensationalism. He want to get in a beef with Brian so he can talk about it. He don't want to talk about Halliburton was shooting 25 free throws and this, that, like, and he did this in the off season.
He used to.
And that's what I don't like about Stephen A. Smith because I saw what he used to be.
He's a great journalist, like traditional.
But I understand that sensationalism sells too.
Yeah, because he wasn't popular when he was doing the.
When he started doing the Skip Bayless.
Yep. When he was doing like because he had a show before that was by itself like a little talk show thing,
and it didn't do as well.
It did not do well. He got let go from ESPN.
No, Skip Bayless taught niggas how
to get this
bag. You got to be a hating ass motherfucker to get the bag.
It's true. It's true.
You got to be.
All right, fellas, where can people hit you up at, Dosia? I know.
I got one more before we get off. I forgot to put it in the list. Tyler Perry.
What Tyler Perry?
Damn.
What you do?
Oh shit. Well, never mind.
No.
We'll save it for next time then.
Oh shit.
We'll have more information by the next one.
What happened basically, and we'll talk about this next time, is an actor from one of his was it the show?
2 of his shows. Ruthless and
Yeah.
Oval.
Basically said that Tyler
Oval was good too. Shit. That was a good show.
I've time out. Of all the shit that you watched, you
right?
watched the Oval?
Yeah,
Time the mother.
Yeah.
The press.
You ain't seen Sinners, but you seen the Oval?
No other show. You
Yeah.
don't see
I
nothing else.
randomly got caught on the Oval, and I ain't watched the whole season. I probably watched like 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't
of
that bad.
all this shit on TV. You ain't never seen Power, but you seen the Oval.
It wasn't that bad, man. It wasn't.
Okay. Well, we gonna pivot because we gonna talk about this later.
Being honest, man, it wasn't that bad.
One of the actors, I don't remember the gentleman's name, is suing Tyler Perry for sexual harassment.
Damn.
And he's got text.
$250 million.
He's got text messages and things to prove the
They
case.
claim it's doctored. We'll see.
We'll see. On the next episode, the next posted, we'll talk about Tyler Perry and
You know what we did touch on the culture piece, ring culture.
Ooh,
What do you say? I mean, that's an ongoing thing.
That's an ongoing.
We ain't gotta. Like,
Hey, listen. This summer gonna be heavily sports for a minute, unless some real wild shit
no
happens.
basketball right now. It ain't shit to watch on TV. I do not want to.
You gonna watch no
I watch
baseball?
WNBA.
You gonna watch no baseball?
No,
You don't like the Cardinals?
I don't watch baseball. You watch baseball?
I do.
You watch the whole game of baseball.
You
You like literally watch. You sit and watch the whole game of baseball.
I might go get something to drink or something to eat and come back. But yeah,
you will. If a game is at 7, you gonna be like, hey, hold on, I got
Yes, I mean
That's
the
amazing.
Cardinals.
That's amazing. I don't watch.
I go
baseball.
to games. You don't go to Cardinals games?
I mean, if the job is giving like free tickets and they got like got like the suite, you know, you got
I mean, it's
the
too hot right now. It's hot as fuck.
No, they be having the suite out there.
Dog,
man.
a street buckled in like on Lindbergh.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
see
that down in South? Was it South County?
Dog, did you see that?
Yeah,
It's hot here in St. Louis. I feel bad for the people who don't have air conditioning.
Yeah,
Shit is real.
yeah.
But yes, so happy right after Father's Day, but happy Father's Day, fellas.
Father's Day.
Hope
Yeah.
y'all had a good one.
It's all right. It's all right.
We'll be back in a couple weeks. I'm going on vacation, but I'll be back.
Yep.
I think I timed this where I won't miss an episode, which is great. So, God is good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with all these NBA trades.
Oh, next time we come on, give y'all a tidbit. We'll talk about the draft.
Talk about ring culture.
We'll talk about ring culture. We're going to talk about fucking not Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. And
You know what?
shit like
And
that.
that's good. I tell you what too. Like, I agree and disagree with some of the play around this whole ring culture. Right?
Yeah, I get it from both sides.
I see both sides.
I see both sides. But what I will say is like how this plays into what the NBA is going to look like. Right? Who is going to be the face? What's going to determine that? Like what comes after that? Because this is a different. Like you gotta accept this is a different game now.
It is.
We've had more parity in the last 8 years.
A lot of
That's what there hasn't been a back-to-back champion since who? Since Golden State?
Golden State.
yeah. It's just there's a difference, and it's good. Yeah. But like for people who
Do you think this finals was boring? Because people were
I ain't gonna
complaining
hold you.
because it was too small
I
market.
ain't gonna hold you. I ain't watched every game.
Seriously?
I probably
You a hooper.
When we got to game, I got to like game 4. I'm gonna watch this shit.
You a hooper though.
I don't know, but see, I ain't never like when you play finals. I don't ever watch the first probably 2-3 games.
So no matter who playing.
I mean, now granted, I'm talking about from front to end. When I turned it on, was locked in. But like, I would say I've never had an effect. I'll never had an effect on it. Maybe that's because I was spoiled with the Warriors and the Cavs. Like that.
So that's such a small part of our lives.
That run of finals. I'm not saying it wasn't, but that run of that finals, like if you remember that Christmas game where the Warriors played the Cavs.
I do.
That and like the build up, nigga, you didn't care shit about the other games that was happening. Like I think it was like 2 other games in that Christmas.
It's
day
4 games
that went overtime, double overtime. Niggas didn't care about none of that shit. That was like probably the most watched
the
Christmas
primetime game.
Wasn't that the most watched Christmas game
At the time, I don't know if anything's past it.
But and then the build up to that finals, and then that was the first part of like their back and forth.
Yeah.
Like when you get 3 years, 4 years of that,
we got 4 years of that.
And that was and truthfully, that was names, but those weren't big market teams.
No.
Right?
No.
Cleveland and Golden State, those were names.
But
LeBron James,
you got
Stephen Curry, Clay.
So you got
know what I'm saying?
number 1 or number 2, depending upon how you believe, player ever, and you got the greatest shooter ever. That's a marquee matchup. You got some people might put Bron at 3. I know you're a Kobe guy. So
I put him at 3.
Top, you put him somewhere in the top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah,
That's disrespectful.
because you're a Kobe guy. So,
There's nothing wrong with that.
but
though.
all 9 Kobe guys got Jordan or LeBron 1 and 2. Kobe niggas got Bron at like 4, because they weird. But it's all good.
Why we gotta be weird?
Because y'all are.
That's what I'm saying. See,
Kobe got the best shooting guard. If you're not the best nigga at your position, you can't be the GOAT. The best shooting guard is Jordan.
But that's what I'm saying. The GOAT talk. What are we putting GOAT talk on? What you got on GOAT is different from what I got on GOAT for what he call a GOAT. Who's your GOAT?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Jordan.
See, we 3 different motherfuckers right now. It's Spider-Man shit. Like, that's what it is.
But I still have Jordan as the number 1 shooting guard of all time.
He's saying his GOAT. I ain't saying position. He said his GOAT is Jordan. Your GOAT of all time is LeBron James. My GOAT of all time is Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
We gonna be talking to this fucking wall. I can't
stats, think of anything.
You go give stats.
I'm
gonna give some disrespecting jabs. You go give some disrespecting jabs.
I'm not gonna disrespect Kobe. I love Kobe. I love Kobe.
You can reach me because I already know where this finna go. You know, man. You. Ooh, nigga.
I'm a bad.
Y'all ever know?
I love Kobe. I love Kobe.
Somebody to be like Sleepy would be a villain. I don't know if y'all realize that.
God damn.
He would be like
I would never be a villain.
He would be a villain.
I would never.
Like and not like the villain you think of when you think of, and I want you to put pictures up of Joker, of like Two-Face, or like
who would I be though?
Like a mean ass villain. Like
who would
he
I
would be like a what's a villain that's like he's bad but it's like okay.
The Purple Man. From Jessica.
He don't know who the fuck that is. You too deep in comic books. He don't know
who the fuck is the Purple Man. What the fuck is the Purple Man?
Don't worry about it.
Give me something else.
He's a mind controller.
Give me something else.
Who would I be though?
Magneto. Right? You can fuck with.
Kind of diabolical though.
No. But follow me. Right? Magneto.
He got a good point sometimes.
Magneto wasn't like he was like this is the reason.
Am I?
Oh, right.
Okay. Oh, Killmonger. Can I be Killmonger?
There we go. He'd be a Killmonger. He is like, yes, I'm finna fuck this shit up, but here's the reason why. Okay, I don't fuck with that, but this is why. Okay?
There's always a reason.
Listen, I'm gonna kill every one of you motherfuckers on here, but this is why you're gonna die. Okay,
so like the Punisher.
Punisher.
He's a good guy.
Punisher. No, he's not. But Punisher. He's an
anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero.
So I'm not a villain. I'm Deadpool. I'm an anti-hero. Okay, I'll be that.
I'm gonna give you, but that
the Punisher
70-30. 70-30 villain is 70. You got you because you know
I'm not a villain. Why does everybody love me? Then? People love me.
People love the villain. It's motherfuckers that watch Black Panther that love Killmonger. I could have been Killmonger. Shut the fuck up. I would have been Killmonger.
I don't even agree with Killmonger, but I feel you.
Wicked people at your Doja.
You just said you agree with being Killmonger.
No, I don't agree with his premise of why he was doing it.
You could be Killmonger. I could be Killmonger.
No, I gave you a premise. I'm trying to give you ideas.
Don't give me ideas. I don't want your ideas. You're a fucking villain.
I'm not a villain. I'm the nicest nigga in America.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not the nicest nigga in America.
In America.
You're not. Maybe in like the Peabodys.
I'm motherfucking apple
and
pie.
The Peabodys will be gentrified. So now what you gonna do?
Can y'all let
move there?
Know where they can
I'm moving back
at?
to the Peabody shit.
You know, let people know where they can hit y'all up at.
You can hit Sleepy up in the Peabodys. And they gonna be over there.
I ain't been to the Peabodys in like
Peabody Elementary. Shout out, motherfucking Peabody Elementary.
I went to Holy Guardian Angels. I went to Catholic school.
I don't even know where the fuck that is.
In the Peabodys.
It's not the Peabodys.
It is.
Is it really?
Yes. It's right in the fucking middle of it.
Where?
I don't know what's there now, but when I lived there, Holy Guardian Angels was right in the middle. It was the high rises, Holy Guardian Angels, the flats.
The flats is in the back though.
Again, it was the high rises.
Ain't no high rise in the Peabody.
When I lived, nigga, I'm talking about when I lived there. I don't know what the fuck going on there now.
Well,
I live in the county. I'm a county nigga now.
I can be. You can find me on Instagram or on Facebook. That's as far as I go.
He ain't even been
on Instagram. Sorry.
His name's Dosia with a bunch of underscores in between.
Yeah, look me up. I might let you follow me. I might not. I don't know. Some of y'all weird.
I respond to people, and I got a bunch of new followers lately on Instagram. So I don't know if this is from this or if some shit leaked that I don't know about. But thank y'all very much for following my IG. It's gotta go to sleep. GOTTA GO 2 SLEEP. I've been on X a little bit more lately too. It's the same name with an underscore after it, and Blue Sky.
Hey, in the comments, I want y'all to drop what villain y'all think Sleepy would be.
People love me. Why would they do that?
And then drop a comic book character who you think Who you think Daryl would be?
And who would Dosia be?
Nah, I don't want to be in that.
Do keep in mind that
Don't
he
put me in that
watched
shit.
the Oval. What's the name of the damn show?
The Oval.
Yeah, it was
He
pretty
watched the Oval, but not
pretty good.
Snowfall
Pretty good.
or
pretty good.
the. You seen The Wire?
No, he hasn't.
Nah, I haven't seen one.
He watched the Oval,
I did.
but none of these classic black shows that he could.
So now
Everybody
I'm not
else
black.
That everybody else.
So now I'm not black.
No one said you weren't black.
Classic black
Obviously, you
shows.
black. You watch Tyler Perry.
Yeah, you black as fuck.
If
Watching,
anything, you black as fuck.
you're black as fuck. Watching
The opposite way. The way you was trying. No, you went the
you
opposite
drink
way.
red Kool-Aid for water every day. You are the blackest nigga I know.
I don't drink red Kool-Aid.
If you watching Tyler Perry, you are. That's that coon shit. Excuse my language.
Why is he a coon?
I'm not gonna say that because I love Tyler Perry. Thank
See
you.
what I'm saying? He say shit like that. That's how I make him a villain. He'll talk about Kobe like terrible and be like, but I love Kobe. I
do.
have his shoes.
He's a great father.
This nigga will go in
Girl
on
that.
Drake. I love Drake. He's look. He's my playlist. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I've never said I love Drake. We ain't gonna go there, but I do listen to Drake. He makes good music.
He's in my playlist. He's in my playlist.
He is.
He's in my playlist.